Oh, hello? God, I got cum in my eyes. Sorry. I'm trying to get the cum out my eyes right now. Type shit. Oh, shit. What up, chat? What up, chat? Just here for the eternal happiness? You would be here anyways, buddy. Yo, I don't know why. My computer is doing a thing where I can't watch Twitch streams anymore. So like that's pretty cool. Actually, let me see if I switch to Microsoft Edge, will it work? Or is there something that's wrong with my computer? Let's find out, yo. Well, it was Google Chrome because Microsoft Edge is running perfectly. So I will be a Microsoft Edge gamer today, I suppose. I suppose it is a Microsoft Edge type of a day since Google Chrome wants to fuck me in the throat. The only reason why I try to be using Google Chrome is because I can sync all the stuff that I be searching and shit on my phone. But it is what it is, bro. Google Chrome is not it. That motherfucker is not real. How we doing today, chat? How we doing today, boys? How we doing today, boys? Firefox gang? Firefox is alright. Firefox valid. I'm still on Opera. Someone save me. Hey, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. My problem with Firefox is that there's just some features that you just don't get access to. Or like some, what's it called?
What the dog doing?
Extensions that you can't get. Like 7TV was not working for me. I don't know if they ever fixed that shit for Firefox, but 7TV was hashtag not twerking. So that's why I switched off. Yo, Toko, thank you for the tier 1 for 27 months. You are the first sub of the day. My boy, how does it feel? App 7TV on Firefox. I had to do a workaround. And then every once in a while when I would launch Firefox and like go into a page, the 7TV wouldn't work randomly. And then I would have to like refresh the page or some shit. The girlfriend gifted me 70 for 2K. We run in park. Wait, dead ass? Yo, W Lommel. Yeah, you know I'm gonna be on 2K, bro. You know I'm on 2K. I'm still waiting to see if I could get a code. I want to get it on Xbox so I can play with the Xbox controller, and then also so that way I can cancel PlayStation Plus. Because them niggas like take like $30-something out of my account every 3 months, and I'm tired of it. I already pay for like the Game Pass Ultimate and Gold bundle thing. I don't want to have to pay for that too. You feel me? So that would be great. And then I would literally never turn on my PlayStation unless something like Spider-Man was coming out.
What the dog doing?
Every day I listen to telekinesis just to feel something.
Yo, Basura, thank you for the tier 1 for 22 months. I appreciate that. Random question, but in your opinion, what's an underrated quality in a good streamer? I don't think this is underrated, so I'm gonna keep just talking about this until I find something that's actually underrated. I think the best quality a streamer can have is to be able to make shit up and out of thin air. To be like comfortable in like silence or whatever the fuck, and know how to break that silence and when to break that silence and how to continuously keep talking. Like, cause the biggest thing that you'll always hear when it comes to live streaming is that you have to be like on all the time, right? So if you if you're streaming and somebody tunes into your stream and they're like, okay, let me check out this dude, right? And then they're watching your stream for like a minute or two and you haven't said a word in that minute or two, they're leaving. Because the thing is, like, when you go on Twitch, there is so much competition that like you kind of have to operate every second as if there's a new viewer in your stream. Now, granted, when you're a little bit more established like I am, you don't really have to do that nearly as much. And especially I'd be streaming like 15 hours. There are times where there's like lulls in my streams But generally speaking, like in the beginning of my streams, I'm usually like very interactive and very outgoing and stuff like that. You know, trying to essentially trick people into thinking I'm a good streamer, and doing all that bullshit. But yeah, I would say that's like definitely one of the biggest qualities in a streamer. What about being nice to people? I think that's a good thing until you get bigger. So this one is interesting because I don't think I'm nice to people. Hot take. There was actually yesterday a viewer that came from my YouTube channel, and he was the guy that I said like, oh, like I'm gonna put my unwashed musty dick in your mouth or whatever the fuck. That guy ended up DMing me and was like, yo, like I didn't really appreciate how you was talking to me and shit like that. And I was like, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. That's just kind of how we are over here. Like we're gonna troll, we're gonna talk shit. It is what it is. I didn't really mean nothing by that. And I was like my bad, but it kind of is what it is. And he was like, well, if I'm gonna be around, like I'd appreciate it if you like didn't talk to me like that. And I was like, bro, I'm not doing that. Like I'm not giving you special treatment. Like it just is what it is. This is just how I am. This is just how the content is. If you don't like it, that's perfectly fine, understandable. You don't got to be here for that. And then I think he understood. And he was like, I guess like that's cool type shit. So it is what it is, right? So it definitely depends, because another trap that a lot of smaller streamers get into is that they think they have to be nice to everybody. And because they do that, their viewers take advantage of them. Or like their viewers are able to like manipulate or control them and like have power over the streamer that they shouldn't have. Like as a streamer, you should never really feel like guilty about like running the stream the way you want to. Like when niggas come in here and it's like, oh my God, Omegi Waggy, like please, can you like stream this, do that? Till you, no, I don't want to do that, so I will not do that. But like people like start off thinking they have to be like super nice to like their viewers and shit like that. And then that opens the door for a lot of just bad shit and a lot of situations you don't want to be in when it comes to like being a streamer. But I think generally like being nice is you know, it's okay. It is what it is. I hate nice people, so you know, it'd be like that. Well, that's not okay. That's not true. There's like a specific brand of nice you have to be. If you're known for being nice, I kind of hate you. Like you can be a nice person, like that's fine. But if you're known for being nice, you're kind of awful. Big facts, you're kind of like the worst person I know. I'm not gonna lie. But an underrated quality in a streamer, a U87. No. Let me see what actually is an underrated quality in a streamer. I'm trying to think about the streamers that I like watching and why I watch them. I don't know. I just really think being witty and like very I just got a notification. Being witty and like thinking quick on your toes is very, but I don't think that's underrated though. Like I just feel like you gotta like, I think every streamer just kind of needs to have that. Underrated. Damn, that is a good question. I just think that in order to be a decent streamer, you just got to talk a lot and be very interactive, especially when you're starting out as like an earlier streamer. Like you really, really got to be interactive with that chat. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's probably like the most important thing. And then obviously there's the consistency as well. You got to be consistent. I started watching you because you're one of the funniest people I've ever seen. Unfortunately, not everybody can have that gene. What about having good emotes? It depends on what sector of the internet you're on, right? If you're on more like of the normie side of Twitch, then maybe that can be a very big positive. That used to be a very big positive on a Twitch channel. But with stuff like 7TV, I fear like emotes are just kind of worthless now. It is what it is. I rarely ever use regular Twitch emotes. There are still some that I use, Like there's still some of my emotes that I use. Like I have a lot of emotes, but I'm gonna be just honest with you. I think I only ever really use 5 of them. And there's some other ones from like other people's channels that I use. But yeah, some people like really use emotes a lot, especially if you're mobile. And mobile is a very big part of like the Twitch viewer base. So mobile viewers be using Twitch emotes a lot. I'm still not happy. You got to give it a second. I started watching when Afro shouted you out around the time you were playing Genshin. He shouted me out when I was playing Genshin. Oh, I didn't know that. Goofy got to be your #1 emote. That is a good emote. That is a good. What other emotes do I have? How the fuck do I even check? I haven't used an emote in so long. I don't even know how the fuck to check. Okay, so I'm gonna type out some of the emotes that I unironically use. I'll be using that. I really like this emote. I think that emote's good. Obviously, Goofy is top tier. Yeah, I think those are the only ones that I'd be using. I'd be using these. I'd be using OmegaPro, Please, Lurk, Cozy, and Goofy. Oh, Smoke is a good one too. OmegaPro Smoke and OmegaPro Nodders. These two are fire. These two are fire. I think the most underused emo on this channel is Oproga. Like, that Donald, who drew that? Did I draw? No, I didn't draw that. Who drew that? Or did I just yoink that off the internet? I don't even remember. No, somebody drew that. I'm pretty sure somebody drew that. I spent on Dokkan, but I got Orange Piccolo after 3s a month. Damn. You actually swipes? That's crazy. 2B emo for the tier 3s. Yeah, this emo, I think this emo would get used a lot if it wasn't a tier 3. What up, Jay? How you doing, Gangy? I'm scrolling through all the people I have subs for. Why the somebody gifted me a sub to oh my god, Games Cage. I almost said James Cage. I've been using some of Lotus's emotes and Moon's emotes. OmegaPro Cozy is my fave. That one is gas. I'm not gonna lie. What up, Dominicilla? I don't even use emotes anymore. Damn, it's like that. Speaking of 7TV, can we have the best emote? We already have that. You're such an L, bro. Y'all be asking for shit you don't even know that we already have. I'm still on Barstool Pizza. Oh shit. My day's been alright. Not gonna lie, I had a late start to the day. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm a crackhead. I was playing some Sea of Stars yesterday on my mobile device using the Xbox cloud gaming service. In great fidelity, 0 lag. Sound like a hashtag ad. But yeah, I was playing that shit last night. You know, Giga Chad game, pretty fire. Starfield low-key been crashing on me. Really? What platform? I've been playing it on PC and Xbox. Has not been crashing on me. Oh, speaking of Starfield. Let's just say I will be doing a Starfield stream soon. And that's all I'll say about that. That shit. Series S? I heard it was running really well on the Series S. I'm not gonna lie, I got the message today. So I got two sponsorship offers today. One of them I was not interested in doing. And then like an hour or two after I got that, I got the Starfield one and I was like, yes, I will do that. Let me peep the shirt. I'm T-posed up. Did you see the Creator Clash thing getting canceled? I didn't even know what the Creator Clash thing was prior to it getting canceled. I'm going to be honest with you. Spidey backshots. Can we get some Spidey backshots in the chat? Yeah, unfortunately, I do not have. The good thing about if I do get that Starfield sponsorship, the good thing about that is that I can get a copy of the game on Steam, and then I'll be able to like use mods and stuff, which will be great. The negative to that is that I'd have to start a new game because I'm pretty sure you cannot transfer your Game Pass save over, which kind of sucks. Yeah, unless there is a way, which I don't think there is, but if there is a way, then I would absolutely transfer my save. And then I've been playing Starfield a bit on my phone using the Xbox streaming thing, but Steam also has something like that. So I could still play it like while I'm in my bed through Steam. If it works the same way Master Chief Collection does. Wait, you can? Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up. Considering how well Starfield seems to be doing, I'm surprised they're doing sponsorships. I was also shocked that I got that offer. But I'm very excited because it's a game that I already love, to be honest. So I'm locked in. That stream is gonna be godlike. And I hope that I can showcase to y'all some of the reasons why I love that game. But I'll save all that stuff for the sponsored stream because that 2 hours is gonna fucking fly, bro. I promise you. It should make you sign into your Microsoft account and then it'll transfer over. If that actually works like that, I'm gonna be so happy. Type shit. But yeah, I love Starfield. Starfield is a game of the life. Now, with that being said, I saw Dunkey made a Starfield video that I wanted to watch on stream to see what he had to say about it. Not that I necessarily even like his opinions on many things at all or generally agree with him, but I figured I need some content, so why not? So pretty much how this is going to go is that if he likes Starfield, I will say, yeah, you know, Dunkey always has good opinions. This is par for the course. If he doesn't like Starfield, I will say he never has good opinions anyways. So,
busy. Talk to you later.
Every time I review a game, I get comments like, delete your channel, this game is perfection. I will not accept any criticism of this game or any different opinions different from my own. So I got a good idea. Since gamers are so intelligent and know everything about video games, I'm gonna let gamers review Starfield, and I'll just be the referee. Introducing our first expert level gamer, a man who needs no introduction, the legendary YouTuber Heel vs. Babyface.
Taking my headphones off.
Brother.
Oh shit, he's taking off the headphones.
Oh, brother.
Fucking boring!
Now, I'm thinking that this guy does not like Starfield. But why?
Fucking pronouns!
Oh, okay, I get it. In the character creation screen, it asks you what pronoun you want for your character. It's like 3 seconds.
By the way, look at this. You literally have to go out of your way to change it. Like, you have to press B to go into the pronoun menu to change your pronouns. Like, you literally had to go and do that.
Congratulations!
It's so stupid. So dumb. I guarantee you, out of everything Bethesda did for this game, they never expected that little button right there would be a hot topic on Twitter. Shomari, thank you for the Prime for 30 months, my brother. I appreciate that, Gangi. Welcome back.
Character. It's like 3 seconds of a game, which is like 700 hours long.
Fucking gender ambiguity!
Heel, how do you feel about my idea about letting gamers review Starfield?
Fuck off!
But the gamers...
We can't see past our own fucking reflection!
I just don't think Starfield is a good fit for this guy. He should really check out The Last of Us 2. No pronoun selection screen, no character creator at all, actually.
Every single solitary fucking thing!
All right, let's play Starfield now.
We also have
God, I fucking love Starfield. I was so upset that I streamed for 12 hours yesterday because I didn't get a chance to play Starfield.
an all-new animation system.
The character's facial expressions and lip syncing, which are done
Man, I never... It's crazy what the internet be running into, because I've never run into a face that looks weird in this game. A lot of people are like, oh, the faces look so odd. I never ran into it, though. The only thing that I did run into is, like, sometimes their teeth look weird.
procedurally by a program are incredibly accurate, and the character models look really great under the correct lighting.
The character models look really great under the correct lighting. All right, let's dig into this a little. Echo the Fox calls it Starfield. Oh my God, that's gonna hit the score for some big damage. I am lowering the game score to 9 out of 10 after that one. That is gonna hurt sales. K-Dog loves Starfield, but even he admits the character models are ugly. Why are all these clips from a crouching standpoint? Like, maybe stand up straight? Oh, I see now. For the graphics to be good in this game, you have to stand up and have the character in the correct lighting. It's a skill issue, I see. Shinobi 602 is very impressed
I don't know.
by the...
I don't know. I've 20 hours in, I have not ran into this shit that people are complaining about with the faces.
detail of the environments, given the scope of the game.
And even if the characters looked ugly, who cares? I don't know, like shit like that doesn't matter to me because that doesn't impact my enjoyment of the game whatsoever.
I can definitely get behind this. When you walk into a room in this game, there will be like 300 little items on the desk, and every one of the items has a detailed 3D model. And it's a good fit for this game because a lot of the gameplay is picking up items. On the other hand, a lot
like
of the
I think Spider-Man PS4, I think their faces and the shading on that game looks like shit. But that's like, that doesn't impact my enjoyment of the game at all. I don't give a fuck. There's like 20 other reasons why I hate that game. It's just that it also looks ugly. To me. Before anybody starts crying.
gameplay, and I mean a lot.
And that's another thing too, is that like, this game to me feels like the culmination of like every Bethesda RPG. And like every complaint I see about this game, generally speaking anyways, is usually just like par for the course for Bethesda games. So it kind of doesn't make, I don't know what people were expecting out of this. Did they expect like Starfield to just magically not be like any other Bethesda game ever made? Like, I don't know.
The gameplay is people talking to you. So the face animations are a key aspect of the game that should not be overlooked. Starfield is hands down the best game.
Hey, don't worry, Zackaray. Sit in your corner with the other 4 niggas playing Armored Core, all right, my nigga? Real gamers are speaking. Build your fucking mechs, buddy, okay? Sit there with your gunpla in the corner over there like a little fucking loser as you fucking wipe your driveling snot nose on your fucking mommy's handkerchief type shit. Real niggas is talking. Real niggas is talking.
Gaming experience I have ever had. Nothing comes close, not even my beloved Skyrim or Witcher 3. Holy shit, this game is good. I am bumping that score back up to a 10 out of 10 flawless masterpiece. Xbox head, baby. Bro's head is missing. Alright, take the points back. I haven't gotten any bugs this funny yet. My expectation for Starfield was that it would have like a cyberpunk level of glitches, but so far the glitches I've got is like enemy doing this. So this is the
I haven't even gotten this. I've like literally gotten next to, outside of that ship thing, which was honestly pretty fucking funny, I've gotten like no glitches at all.
power of the boost pad.
In 20 hours?
Solo. Protocol Indigo.
And one of my challenges doesn't work. I just can never complete this challenge because it's bugged, which sucks because my guy always keeps running out of oxygen. Also, I saw a spaceship do this. What is that thing?
Hey, contact Charlie 3. That's you. Charlie 3. Nice to meet you.
Oh, yeah, that is annoying. Like, it doesn't impact the game whatsoever, but having my player run like this in third person mode is like, bro, what is going on? Okay, that is true. I do have that. Yo, Tamriel, thank you for the tier 1, my brother. I appreciate that, Gangi. What I found is that if you move the camera to the left and then back straight, it fixes his head. I will agree that Starfield isn't better than Skyrim for me, but it's probably my second favorite. I'm going to have to play this game more before I like compare it. Because obviously Skyrim is like, I mean, say what you want about Skyrim. That is just one of the best games ever made. So I can't compare it to that. I've not beaten this game yet. But I will say, off the premise of the story, I mean, the main story and plot of Starfield is dog walking Skyrim. Where it's gonna come into play, I think, for if this is better than Skyrim, is more so of like how free the gameplay is. Because in Skyrim, you can like do anything. Like, that's pretty dope. So it's gonna be that, which I think this game has a lot of that stuff, but I still don't think it's as in-depth as Skyrim is. So it loses on that aspect. But the combat isn't really the biggest thing for me. What it's really gonna come down to are like the faction quests and other side quests. And I will say, in terms of side quests, I think Starfield dog walks Skyrim. Where Skyrim might have Starfield is in the like the faction quests or whatever. Like, you know, when you do the Thieves Guild or whatever in Skyrim. I haven't done any of the faction quests in Starfield yet, so I'll reserve my judgment. But the next one that I'm going to do, or the first one that I'm going to do rather, is going to be the Crimson Fleet. And if that shit is peak, I don't know, bro. It might be time for for Skyrim to get packed up.
Bye, Charlie 3. Hi.
You can enjoy something and still willingly admit where the flaws lie.
That's true.
I might have to edit this guy out because he cannot be a gamer. This is boilerplate Bethesda, and for most that's fine, but yeah. I think it's a little dated. Basically what he's saying,
I think that's fine. Yeah. If you find the Bethesda formulae just dated, then that's because, like, for me, for example, that's why I haven't enjoyed Rockstar games in a while, because Rockstar games have been the same since like GTA 3. Like the overall formulae of a Rockstar game. Like, yeah, they perfected it with like GTA 5 and like Red Dead. Like, that is the perfection of that gameplay formulae, but I grew tired of that gameplay formulae. Whereas I'm not tired of the Bethesda formulae. I think another reason why that gets added onto it is because the Rockstar formulae is the Rockstar formulae has been done more times than the Bethesda one. When I say it, I get fried. When he says it, it's fine. You never said that. You just came in here being a fucking hater. Meanwhile, you sucking on fucking 35 feet of metal rod pipes in your mouth.
Starfield doesn't look like Fallout 3. It doesn't sound like Fallout 3, but it plays like Fallout 3.
Starfield.
And that is why it's the best game ever made.
Our first new universe in over 25 years. But it's still a Bethesda RPG through and through, where you step into a new world and you get that feeling
of feeling like Spider-Man. How are people not enjoying this game? I am a 40-year-old gamer who has been playing since the 80s.
Holy shit.
I've never touched a
Damn.
Bethesda game before this one, as I am a super space.
Red Dead 2 story is fire. I talk shit about Red Dead 2 every chance I get. The story was fucking amazing. I can't even hate on that.
Nerd, and this game got me to purchase a Series X just to play it. Boy, do I feel justified with my purchase. Okay, so here we got a big-time Star fan, an older gentleman that has somehow never played a Bethesda game. I don't know where this dude...
I don't know. To me, I feel like the weakest point, and you guys can stop me if I'm wrong here, I feel like the weakest point in every Bethesda game was the story. I mean, let's be honest. they're dog shit. Like, there's no other way to put it. If you were to ever like have a flaw on a Bethesda game, like a Fallout or an Elder Scrolls game, it would be that the story it's horrible, right? But that's not why you're playing the game. It's all the other stuff around it. What if I told you Starfield has all that other stuff around it, like the other Bethesda games, but also a good story? Wouldn't that blow your mind? Thus, mathematically speaking, Starfield is the best game ever made. And I rest my case. No, the side quests are always like I said, in Skyrim, the Thieves Guild is the correct way to play that game. And if you have not done the Thieves Guild in Skyrim, I fear you have not played Skyrim.
Was at during Xbox 360 times. I truly do not understand the negativity towards the game. The hardest part of a game developer's job is its community, and some of these players are either delusional or
don't care about the good story, so Starfield is mid. This is coming from a guy who cried over a cat side quest in Nikke. Yeah, Nikke, the game with the big titty bitches showing their ass and shooting guns. By the way.
Titled. The demands and expectations I'm seeing on just this subreddit alone are disturbing. People don't want to play games to have fun anymore.
I mean, it was a good mission. Oh my God.
I just want to point out all the flaws and mistakes. I can definitely sympathize with this dude. Gamers take a lot for granted, and they're way more vocal about criticizing good games than celebrating them.
Fuck you!
On the other hand, what fucking Starfield planet do you come from? Microsoft is a $2.4 trillion corporation. The marketing behind this game was so insane that it got you to buy an Xbox Series X to play it.
Yo, love, thank you for the tier 1 for 19 months, my boy. I appreciate that, Gengi.
This game should be held to the absolute highest standard, especially by people who bought the Series X day one. Mad because you can't manually fly from one planet to another? Seriously?
That is something that like is not a big deal to me. It is a bit of a disappointment. And if somebody had an issue with Starfield because of that, I fear that is completely valid. Where the fuck is my pop filter?
Can't wait to fast travel to where I'm going to see what's going on over there. All right, that's it. Red flag. You're going in the penalty box. Fast travel is not a selling point. That is a convenience. I think a lot of people, myself included, saw the No Man's Sky mining in the trailer and just naturally assumed that the game would also feature spaceships like No Man's Sky, where you can get into the ship, fly around the planet, and then zoom into space and onto another planet seamlessly. This is not the case. In Starfield, the space travel is you go into a menu and watch a cutscene. You can fly a spaceship in space, but really it's there for combat and not traversal.
He's right. Which was a disappointment for me playing Starfield, I'll just be honest. But so far, I would say that's kind of been my biggest disappointment. And to some, that's going to be a bigger disappointment to others. For me, it was a pretty sizable disappointment, but I love the other parts of the game so much that it ends up like not mattering that much to me. But if you didn't love the other parts of Starfield as much as me, I fear that would be like, that would just be like, it would be like another reason to be like, oh man, like fuck this game.
He just keeps smelling the sandwich. How is he doing?
Yep, that makes sense.
Starfield players agree that its first dozen hours are its weakest. Okay, 12.
You can fly planet to planet? No, you cannot.
Hours in, and I love it. Yes, the classic 12 hours to get to the fun part type of
I
game.
wouldn't even like, it'd be fine if you had to like fast travel to like each solar system. But the fact that you can't fly from like Jupiter to Mars is kind of whack.
I feel like most good games aren't even 12 hours long. Not every game has to start with a bang, right? But 12 hours?
No one.
Okay, to me, the game did not take that long to get good. I think saying it takes 10 hours to get good is crazy. I think the game picks up immensely after 10 hours. I would say the first hour to hour and a half of Starfield is pretty fucking boring. I don't think there's any other way to put it. But after that, I would say the game is great. And then like about 10 to 15 hours in, depending on how much side stuff you do, I think it gets really good.
Born good or evil, every day you take a step in one of those directions.
Starfield is way better with the mods. Real talk, Starfield is like a strong 6 out of 10. With mods, 7 out of 10. And there you have it, people. I am dropping the gamer score to a 6 out of 10 without mods. And always remember,
10 hours is kind of crazy. I could finish DMC 5 in 10 hours. So how come you guys don't keep that same energy for Persona or something? Like how long does it take for Persona to get good? Like Persona 4 is like legitimately 6 or 7 hours before you get to play the game. Persona 5 is like 8 to 9 hours before the game gets good. Like be so for real. Like you guys will excuse shit for other games that you like, and then when it's a game that like you haven't played or you're just trying to hate on, then like you're just unfair to it. Persona 5 starts good, and then for the entirety of the Kamoshida Palace, it is nearly unplayable. Especially on replay. I will concede it's not that bad if you're playing it for the first time. In fact, I will say that it's actually like pretty enjoyable. But when you try to play that game again, it's unplayable. I would not say for the first playthrough you're engaged 24/7 though, because you're still very limited on what you can do in Persona 5. Like you can't go outside, you can't even go downstairs because Morgana's like, you gotta go to bed. And it's like that for like the first 5 to 6 hours or so. Which like sucks. And Starfield or like other Western RPGs don't like lock you down as much as Persona locks you down. You don't even know you're limited by that. Yes, you do, bro. Be so for real. You've played a Persona game before. You're like, I think to act like you go into Persona 5 completely not knowing what Persona is so nobody's going into Persona 5 not knowing that you can do all this crazy shit or whatever the fuck, but you literally can't. It's like you hear about this Persona 5 game, you get to go ahead and do this and do that or whatever the fuck, blah, 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 whatever. But like when anytime you try to go do something, Morgana's like, hey, go to sleep, bitch ass nigga, for like 6 hours of the game. There's like no way like you didn't think like, oh, well, I guess that's what the game is. Like you knew something else was gonna happen.
You did this, not me.
In Starfield, we're pushing our cities and settlements further than we ever have before. It's all there, waiting for you. A slice of humanity's future.
So, ready to get out there?
No, no, no!
I just feel like niggas will give a pass to a game that has a slow ass start because, oh, Japan, cell shaded graphics, oh, JRPG. But then it's like a Western game or whatever the fuck, and it's like, oh my God, it's so boring type shit. Like, all right.
Like I'm literally getting lost in space. I can't get from A to B when leaving a planet without finding myself an hour later so far off my original objective, having a blast. This game is top notch, I swear. For real. Exploration in this game is actually pretty fucking crazy. Yeah, I literally keep landing on planets and spending my entire night playing on that single planet.
I think that's cap. I love this game. I think this nigga is lying. Like you're not spending the entire night on one planet. Like that's, unless it's one of like the planets that's like one of the hubs or whatever with a bunch of side quests and shit like that. Like you're not gonna land on a random planet and be there all night. Like I just don't believe that.
If you are still down for this old school Bethesda type game, and you will get lost in this. There are so many questions.
Oh my God. A Xenoblade fan is not allowed to say a game is slow, I fear. Xenoblade might be dog shit for like 20 hours. Okay, that's cap, but Xenoblade is so fucking slow.
So many planets, so many factions, just so.
How long is Starfield? It's like one of them games that can be as long. That's like asking how long is Skyrim. You know, you can't really quantify that.
Much.
I have a feeling today's going to be a great day. Don't you agree?
Enemy boss that is 9 level above me. Has brain dead AI. Easy to cheese.
Badly for you.
And y'all call this the best game of the century. Starfield is a joke. God damn, this man just destroyed the entire Xbox kingdom. And for that, I'm gonna have to lower the score down to a paltry 5 out of 10. Breaking. Digital Foundry caught lying about Starfield. Uh-oh, Digital Foundry, somebody is going to jail.
The water also surprises me.
They throw you into 3 quickly, except the Tartarus is dog shit. Persona 5 palaces are at least fun. Which palace is fun in Persona 5? I don't think any of, like, I think the palaces are better than Tartarus. They're not fun. So you like the...
There's no swimming in Starfield. It will break your fall if you jump from a great height, as I just did, but diving is forbidden. You just glide along the...
There is swimming. 11 out of 10. Xbox is back in business.
There is no world.
I mean, unfortunately, the Kamoshida Palace is dog shit by default because it's just a tutorial. So that one is unfortunate. I mean, like the Futaba Palace is good for like the storytelling of it, but I don't think that like the gameplay of it is that. See, to me, all the extra shit they added onto all the extra shit they added to like the palaces just made it more like intrusive to just run through it. Whereas like in like Persona 3 or even Persona 4, it's easier to just run through that shit. Kamoshida Palace was fun. Y'all on dick? I think you're on dick. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You sipping the Persona Kool-Aid, my boy.
Starfield's an 11 out of 10. And
Phil, no. Now I have to put it back to a 5 out of 10.
There isn't really a great solution or win for us.
You would rather have random generated rooms and level design? See, I'm going to say it again, and I want you to listen. Because I already said this. I think the palaces are better than the Tartarus. I said that. But the negatives to the palaces is that they have a lot of these gimmicks in the palaces that make it not fun. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to do the key card bullshit. I don't want to zip through space stations. I don't want to like solve the fucking pyramid puzzles. I don't care about that shit. It's not fun. Like, at least in Persona 3 and 4, I can just like sort of run through it. Again, I think the palaces are better, but I'm also going to say that when they impede on the gameplay, I think it sucks. One thing that I do like about Persona 5 as well is that the bosses have like these gimmicks to them. And I thought that was really cool because like in Persona 3, like the Tartarus bosses, I mean, it's kind of just like a bigger version of the things you've already been fighting on that floor. Like, type shit. Whereas like in like 5 or whatever, they actually have like these gimmicks that tie in thematically to the palaces and shit like that. Royal made most of those issues way better, but in vanilla, it's ass. All I'm going to say is I didn't like it when I played it in vanilla, and I also did not like it when I played it in Royal. Royal could have made it infinitely times better. That shit was still dog shit. Tartarus being mind-numbing leading up to the final boss, so you have to kill... See, okay, so you're complaining about that, but then you also have to do the metaverse, which is the same thing as the Tartarus. And the metaverse is a mandatory thing you have to do in Persona 5 anyways. So like, what the fuck? You're complaining about something Persona 3 has that is also in Persona 5.
I see commentary that if you just build great games, everything would turn around. It's just
Mementos isn't
true.
as bad.
We lost.
It's like quite literally the same thing. I remember when I asked Toasty if the metaverse was mandatory and he said no. and I had to do all of it at once. Damn, that nigga lied to you. It's actually worth exploring in Mementos. Yeah, it's the Kool-Aid. I try not to dogpile Noah too much. I don't like it when y'all do the dogpiling thing. It makes like niggas feel like shit. Like, let's just chill out, not go too crazy. But like, Mementos and Tartarus are functionally very identical.
Lost.
More XP, more money, more items. But you can say that for, you can also like just skip floors or whatever in the Tartarus too. Like, you could also go exploring in the Tartarus. What happened? I was not clocked into this video. I don't really know. I was kind of hoping I'd get to know like his opinion on shit. Watches AC. Every time I see AC6, I think of Assassin's Creed. Exploring makes it better, whereas Tartarus is just trying to get through it ASAP. I think that largely they're functionally the same, and the differences that the Mementos puts in is not like, it makes it better than the Tartarus, but only extremely slightly. Like, I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck about collecting those stars for that little brat in the Mementos. I don't care about that. I don't care about any of the little random bullshit they add, because the truth of the matter is that when I'm doing Mementos, I am also just trying to blitz through it. I don't think many people were trying to say that the Tartarus was better than the Mementos. We were just saying that it's the same thing. So all the shit you're bitching about the Tartarus is still in Persona 5. And it's mandatory. So it's like the things you're complaining about are still in the game that you're dick riding. So it's kind of like, okay, dude, it's better by like a sliver though. You're still doing the same thing, my boy. You want to see Jubilee's latest video? Fuck is this?
This is the 112th episode of Metal Ground. We want you to help us decide.
Why? Oh, it's because it opened up in Google Chrome. Let me. Nah, I actually don't want to watch that at all. I actually do not want to watch this. That man, that video sounds horrible. Why YouTube has an ad problem?
Does YouTube feel different lately? Are you getting slammed with ads on the content you watch? Maybe even this video? Are you frustrated with ads and maybe even irritated with YouTube's monetization system? Well, you are not alone.
What
My
up,
name is
Papes?
Zach, and I love creating YouTube videos, but most importantly, I'm an avid YouTube viewer. In fact, YouTube is my primary source of entertainment. And if you're anything like me, YouTube has felt a little bit off lately. After my last video got over 2.5 million views, it all confirmed my suspicion that YouTube has changed. But something stood out to me faster than I can devour a whole pizza, and believe me, that's pretty fast. I received thousands of comments from all of you expressing your frustrations with ads on this platform.
I would never watch a single platform if it had ads. If there's an option to pay to remove them, I will do that. Or I will simply use an ad blocker. I fear under no circumstance whatsoever will I ever consume an ad.
and how that is a major part of why YouTube feels different. This problem not only affects viewers, but creators too. It's a complete mess, and it extends past just video ads. It extends past the creator economy. It affects the entire internet. So today I'm going to expose the truth on why YouTube has an ad problem and clear up all the mystery behind the subject. First, let's talk about
ads on Twitch too are crazy.
Up on YouTube are scams. There's multiple Reddit posts, videos, and news articles about this. YouTube's policy against fraud clearly states YouTube doesn't allow spam, scams, or other deceptive practices that take advantage of the YouTube community. But even with this policy,
I think the reason why TikTok ads are so intelligent is because like the entire platform is sort of made to go off of to serve ads, because you're like constantly flipping through, right? And it works well because the ads just look like other TikTok videos. So sometimes like you'll be watching an ad and not know it for like a second or two, and then like, oh shit, like this is an ad, and then you like skip it type shit. Like if other platforms did something similar with ads, it might work better. But then it's also like, how do you even do that? Because like on something like YouTube or Twitch, you would like intentionally like click on a video to like to watch it type shit. And if you notice that that's not the video you clicked on, then you know it's an ad immediately. So it's kind of rough, champ.
Scam ads still exist. People also have reported extremely divisive political ads of varying beliefs across this platform.
No, Mick.
Apparently, a lot of things people normally would have zero interest in clicking. If you want nothing to do with politics and are constantly getting jammed with something down your throat, no matter which way you lean, that can be incredibly frustrating. Another issue people have is repetitive ads. I don't know about you, but I will get the exact same ad over and over and over again. This drives me insane. I don't get it. If you're going to show me ads, at least give me a variety. And now for the core of this video, which is easily the biggest part people are complaining about: ad frequency. You're not crazy when you feel YouTube has increased the amount of ads it shows. Many of you were vocal about this in the comments, but it's not just YouTube commenters. People are taking this issue to Reddit and Twitter, or X, to voice their opinions. So what's going on here? For starters, in 2021, YouTube revised its terms of service to allow ads to appear on video channels that are not part of the YouTube partnership program, thus increasing the amount of ads on the platform significantly.
I'm not putting on Subway Surfers.
One-hit wonder YouTube videos from 15 years ago now have ads on them, but more on that later. In 2022, an independent study was done by GammaWire.com that found YouTube has increased the amount of pre-roll ads it shows viewers by 45%. Now, this study was done last year, so please let me know in the comments if
it's kind of evil to run ads on videos that aren't part of the partner program, because like you're profiting off of their videos and they're receiving none of that. Like that doesn't sound like that should be legal.
Feel there's been an increase over the last year or not. Now, one theory why YouTube is increasing the amount of ads it's placing is due to advertisers. Advertisers have been lowering their marketing budgets over the last year. When a recession occurs, marketing typically goes.
Hey, new here. I saw your Subway Surfers tweet and wanted to watch some over here. Was wondering when you'll be putting it back on stream. You know, Nano, I was watching your stream earlier, and at first I felt bad that your summons went poorly. And now I'm kind of celebrating it. No, I'm not going to lie. Okay. All right, chat. There's got to be a 10-hour loop of Subway Surfers, right? Where do I put this?
first, and companies lower their quarterly advertising budgets. Here's a Zoic's ad rate index. This is something advertisers use to compare ad rates over the years. Here's recently, and here's a couple years before. Those
are you guys happy now?
Millions of dollars in difference. If YouTube is getting less advertisers to fill their ad spots, they're likely to offer cheaper pricing for advertisers and repeat ads. That way, they can maintain their bottom line. Regardless, it's no secret that the volume of ads on the site is a controversial topic. And before all you YouTube Premium users dismiss
great stream, I'll see you next time.
Oh, just get Premium.
Thanks,
YouTube
man.
Premium just went up in price this year. Between paying for a cell phone, internet, maybe Netflix, or any other streaming service, that adds up. And others feel the same. In 2020, less than 9% of all YouTube users in the US subscribed to Premium. In recent years, studies show that that number is expected to remain around 9 to 10%. So this greatly affects about 90% of us. With all these streaming services increasing their price, to me, it's no surprise that not that many people want to pay for YouTube Premium. Now, you might be quick to blame creators.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm gonna start stealing
in this whole situation because creators determine how many ads you're seeing, right? Well, prepare for me to blow your mind. Creators actually don't know when an ad is going to play on a video and how many ads you will see. It says right here, and YouTube has confirmed this. This is YouTube's editor. This is where creators can put mid-rolls into their videos. It says right here, these mid-rolls, these ad placements are not guaranteed. So a creator could put 5 spots
Wait,
for a
really?
mid-roll, and you could only get 1 ad.
I didn't know that. I thought like if you manually put an ad break at some point in the video, it would do that no matter what. Damn. Oh, this nigga kind of fumbled.
What the dog doing?
He made a 13.5-minute video that ended up getting 2.5 million views, and he only put 1 ad break in there. Damn, what a good guy. He kind of fumbled multiple thousands of dollars, but it is what it is. Yo, the worst. Thank you for the Prime for 26 months. I appreciate that, Gango Squad. W.
And the inverse, you could get all 5 spots triggered and get all 5 ads. It depends on your viewing
I actually did not
patterns,
know
your
this.
consumer profile, how likely you are to click off a video if an ad is played, and more. All this information YouTube has and creators do not. They're guessing. So it's difficult.
What do you think about One Piece live action? You know, a few people have asked me this already, and I don't really understand like why you think I would have watched that.
Creator to know how many of these mid-roll opportunities they should add. I mean, most creators are creating content for free, and most viewers want to support their favorite creators, but it's impossible for a creator to know just how many mid-rolls they should add. Most creators want to be fair, but also want to make money. So this situation just creates a massive dilemma. Now, it's not just mid-roll confusion that is a major issue with the system for creators and viewers. A lot of how the system is set up is confusing for most people. Let me share a personal example. If you had to guess how much ad revenue my last video generated, which obtained over 2 million views in less than a week, what would you guess? $1,000, $5,000, $10,000? Well, what if I told you for 2 million views, that video made $0? It's true. Let me explain. This isn't about copyright. I didn't break any rules. This is about YouTube's broken monetization system.
Hey, bruh. I would have hopped on Pornhub. I would have started taking shit in the ass. He got robbed out of 2.5 million views.
Before I posted that video, I had 650 subscribers and around 1,600 hours watch time. Why does any of this matter? Well, in order to join the YouTube Partnership Program,
he wasn't in the YPP, so they just robbed his money. They ran ads on his video and kept all that money. Oh my God. That's crazy.
And get monetized on this platform, you need 1,000 subscribers and over 4,000 hours watch time within the last 12 months. Until you get those things, you do not get paid. Now, many of you may have not realized
that's nasty. I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy.
This when you
this does not sound legal. Like, how can you run ads on? It would be one thing if no ads ran on the video at all, so nobody profited from it. But how are they running ads on this dude's video, making the profit from that and giving him none of it?
watch that video because you were served ads. YouTube serves ads on those videos regardless if a channel is monetized or not.
That's
like I said,
crazy.
they've been doing that since 2021. So I had tons of comments from people congratulating on me getting the bag. But the truth is, from those 2 million views, I didn't see a dime. And for full transparency, now I am monetized. Thankfully, as of Tuesday, I do qualify for my share of ad revenue. Now I'm just one person and that was just one video, but this is happening across the platform, which means YouTube is making millions of dollars and leaving creators in the dark. It doesn't help that the monetization process takes a long time. I received enough hours to qualify for the program on Thursday, but it took until Monday for the hours to show up so that I could apply. Plus, once you apply, you have to wait. This could take up to a month, which means small creators could be missing out on tons of money. To me, it's a bad system. I mean, it's counterintuitive as it does not incentivize creators to quote unquote blow up. It makes me wonder how many creators are right about to qualify for monetization and are holding on to their best ideas because of this. But again, most viewers don't know. A lot of people see creators in YouTube and their videos and assume they're monetized. I mean, it kinda is misleading when YouTube is serving ads on every single video. Now, I don't expect YouTube to remove ads on every video not a part of the program, but at the end of the day, if a channel gets those subscribers and hours, in my opinion, a piggy bank should start. And that creator can receive those funds when they are accepted into the program. And if they are not, YouTube can accept that money and just keep it. But again, this system needs to be approved. There might be an entire month where creators are not seeing a dime of the income they qualify for. YouTube is literally keeping all of it. And for the record, YouTube has made an effort. They lowered the threshold to join the partnership program, but is it really enough? If YouTube wants to be a creator-first platform, perhaps it should change its approach. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Twitch. I think YouTube is a significantly better platform than Twitch from a creator's perspective, but one thing Twitch does right is channel memberships. With a Twitch channel membership, you can view someone's stream completely ad-free. Why can't YouTube do this? Why can't YouTube have a channel membership option for viewers to watch their favorite creators ad-free? That would solve so many people's issues. Now, YouTube Premium does pay creators, but it's typically fractions of what typically ad revenue generates. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd much rather pay $4.99.
I saw a random tweet where I learned why random people can DMCA you. Oh, I don't know why. That's been a thing on YouTube for like ever.
A month to support a creator directly
you
and get their videos ad-free.
That's kind of bars.
And pay $13.99 for YouTube Premium. There's tons of creators that I watch religiously on this platform. I'd love that. Or what if YouTube created a YouTube Premium Lite version for, let's say, $7.99 a month, where you could pick 10 creators that you can watch ad-free. Really, there could be lots of consumer and creator-friendly options. As I said in this video, I love this platform. I just want it to be better. But instead, we are stuck with either paying $13.99 a month or tons of ads, scam ads, repeat ads, and almost no transparency. To me, with all this being said, it's no surprise YouTube Premium isn't that popular, and everyone thinks YouTube feels different. Now, I was shocked with how many of you felt the same way I did about the algorithm, and I was even more shocked to see how many of you felt this way about ads. So do you agree? Please let me know. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys next time.
Now, I've been saying this shit for a while. The worst thing YouTube ever implemented was when they absolutely neutered the search menu thing. Now, when you search for something, you get like 4 results for what you actually searched for, and then it pretty much becomes your homepage and starts like feeding you other shit that you didn't even ask for. That is the worst shit about YouTube. I don't even know how long it's been like that either. How long has it been like that? A video about a fraud comedian?
In any way, shape, or form. How can any
Oh shit, Dane Cook? Yo, I used to be a Dane Cook fan, I'm not gonna lie, chat.
Comedian get as famous as Dane Cook has with no jokes? He doesn't make me laugh, but that doesn't mean he's not funny. He doesn't get credit. He came up with a new genre sort of style of comedy. That guy is a total fucking trailblazer. This guy
Employee of the month is fire.
And talent that can kind of do anything. Dane Cook made his network television debut on Letterman in 1997.
When I was little, my dream,
my Subway
all I wanted to do was
Surfers.
take karate. I used to run around my house. And I begged my dad. I was like, Dad, please, can I take karate? Come on.
Nobody
Yo,
could have
I remember I
predicted-
was watching one of his stand-ups and he said this thing that I don't know why like was like the funniest thing to me at the time. He said some shit like he woke up one day and his like girlfriend was like cheating on him. And he was like, nah, she was like literally cheating on me. They were like having sex on top of me or some shit. And I don't know why the way he said that shit when I was a wee lad, that shit was killing me.
That this guy would become the biggest comedian in the world just a few years later. The next day after that Letterman set, Dave
Y'all
noticed
even
a
rock
shift
with
in
Subway
his
Surfers?
performances. He trusted himself more movement, more emotion, whatever it took to get laughs.
For me, it was tough growing up because I learned everything. I had 5 sisters, okay? I used to wear a tampon just to fit in, okay? Swear to God. Don't feed a cottontail.
So funny.
I love sex. I always, you know what I mean? The thing, it's just, I'm crazy for it. I just, you know, I'm...
You have to admit, chat, that was a good one.
1 year later, Cook would appear on the new show Premium Blend on Comedy Central, a stand-up comedy TV show that helped amplify numerous comedians in the late 90s, including Dave Chappelle, Gabriel Iglesias, and Amy Schumer. Then in 2000, Dane got a half-hour special on Comedy Central Presents. It seemed like he was on the right trajectory to becoming a mainstream success, but his career reached a standstill after that special. Some of you might think it's because he wasn't funny. He got enough exposure to a large audience through TV, and they decided they wouldn't be paying money to come see him live, which could be true. However, comedy as a whole was in a rough spot. The late 70s and 80s witnessed a comedy boom that the world hadn't seen before. George Carlin, Richard Pryor, Steve Martin, Eddie Murphy are just a few of the many icons who dominated that era. However, the 90s...
OmegaPro, he forgot me, but it's okay. I'm usually forgotten in these conversations.
...saw a huge downturn. Comedy clubs were closing all over the country, and the Comedy Central TV channel was yet to be established. Most successful comedians in the 90s usually got their notoriety through television sitcoms. Everybody Loves Raymond, Home Improvement, The Jamie Foxx Show, All American Girl, Drew Carey Show, the list goes on and on and on. These comedians would earn a fan base, then embark on a large stand-up tour for the audience that loves their TV show. Now obviously in the 90s you can't just produce your own show and upload it to TV, so comedians who didn't have Hollywood connections needed to grind for years. They would do short stand-up sets in comedy clubs all over the country and slowly build their reputation. Dane was willing to do that old school grind. He hoped at one of his open mics he would catch the attention of a talent manager with connections or a network looking to cast him in a massively popular TV show. But by 2003 he basically had nothing to show for, besides being the intro for Smash Mouth's all-star music video.
I am the Waffler. With my griddle of justice, I bash the enemy in the head, or
what?
I burn them like so.
I've never even seen this music video.
Dane had also just released his comedy album Harmful if Swallowed and had nobody to promote it to. It was time to take his career into his own hands, and this decision would launch him into superstardom. But first, let me tell you about today's sponsor, War Thunder.
He's got to get the bag. I respect it. I will not be watching, I fear.
See, there's a large bonus pack including multiple premium vehicles, a premium account, and so much more. Thanks, War Thunder. August 1st,
War Thunder.
2003, a new social networking service called MySpace has launched, and after a few months of it being public, Dane decided he would give it a shot. He signed up and immediately started spamming clips and links.
Dude, what? What is this profile picture? Oh my God, I wasn't even using MySpace back when it looked like this. Well, no, wait, was I? How long ago was this? Did this nigga say? I must have just blanked out.
To his short comedy sets, which were hosted on his website, danecook.com. Just like comedians today post 30 seconds to multiple minutes of a set on TikTok, Dane did the same thing on his website. Long before every social media was riddled with spam messages that link to identity theft criminals, people would actually engage with someone posting a link that
2003? I don't think I was on MySpace in 2003. Maybe I was. I don't fucking know. Bro, I was like fucking like 7 or some shit. I don't fucking know.
This out. Dane gained thousands of friends very quickly. On MySpace, they were called friends, but it's the same thing as followers. He began...
Damn, you old. Revan Wing, you're not even going to be able to make it to C25, buddy. You understand? Keep talking like that. All you niggas in the chat graduating on Zoom and shit like that, congratulations. You niggas were 21, couldn't even go to a bar. You understand? The world is over. Congrats. Planet's done. Planet's dead. You will not have a future. You will not have kids. It's all over for you. It's done.
And sending them
congratulations,
messages.
buddy.
I was like, yeah, this new thing. MySpace. I get on there, I take my 2,500 people, and one night I come home from the Laugh Factory, and I spend the whole night, I think I probably respond to 2,500 people. Like, welcome to the, by their name. Hey, Carla in Iowa, I saw it's your birthday last week, happy birthday. Here's a link, and I start sending people. I spend the whole night. I go home every night for 4 years. I shook every hand digitally with every fan and sent links to pretty much every single person until I had millions of followers and could not do it anymore.
Dane was doing the door-to-door sales equivalent of marketing his comedy online. One by one, he created a digital empire on a site that was being grossly underestimated by the entertainment industry. On top of MySpace, Dane also saw the value in putting audio versions of his comedy on sites like Napster and even LimeWire. Little by little over the next year, fans purchased, or more likely, illegally downloaded his Harmful of Swallowed CD, which contained iconic bits like the BK Lounge, Monopoly, Not So Kool-Aid, and Tire in the Face.
He would put me on drive-thru every night. Why do people insist on yelling at the drive-thru? You know, it's modern technology. I'd be there with my little headset. Hi, welcome to Burger King. May I take your order?
That was a good one.
Sir, whopper onion! What's wrong?
This material is considered by fans to be his best still to this day, and many others still have no idea why people thought it was funny. Dane's humor was very much built around young adults, and since college kids were the vast majority of people using the internet, he was in the right place. He quickly started selling out 2,000 to 2,500 seat venues, primarily at colleges.
Damn, not bad.
He created a hand sign / logo as a symbol for his fans, reminiscent of Jay-Z's Rock. This was dubbed the super finger or Sufi. According to Dane, this is when your middle finger alone does not convey the intensity of your emotion. He got a little bit of mainstream attention too, with him now being the sausage mascot in Mr. 3000.
Hey, oh, good. Hey, buddy, come here. Help me out, please. Zipper. Hey, can you give me a hand?
By 2005, MySpace was the most popular social media site in the world, and Dane was the most popular comedian on the site. He had momentum, and he was on the cusp of something big. He set up a 20-date tour and hired a production team to film it, so he would have more content for his social media pages. Tourgasm was initially a webisode that ended up getting purchased by HBO and turned—
Dude, this is like so 2000s. Oh my, the hairstyle, the fits, oh my God, this is nasty work. Dude, the 2000s hairstyles, oh, I'm sorry, early 2000s gotta be the worst moment in human history. Because that's when all you niggas were born.
Into a legitimate TV show. During Tourgasm was when Dane realized just how powerful the internet was. He booked a show at Penn State expecting 3,000 fans, but had to get moved to the Bryce Jordan Center because they sold 12,000 tickets. The material he was practicing on this tour was his second comedy album and special, Retaliation. Despite his huge internet following and multiple sold-out shows, Dane wasn't respected in the comedy world.
A week before I released my second album, Retaliation, a week before, we couldn't get one publication to write about it. Spin, Rolling Stone, like anybody, nobody.
All he had was his MySpace fans, and because of them, Dane Cook was about to make history. July 26th, 2005, Dane officially released his comedy CD album, Retaliation, with Comedy Central Records. 2 weeks later, he was number 4 on the Billboard Hot 200, directly under Now 19.
Y'all remember Now That's What I Call Music? Bro, Jesus Christ. That's just, wasn't that just like a compilation of like the hottest songs at the time or some shit? Holy fuck. That was like before Spotify playlists and all that shit. Damn, that's crazy.
Easy and Mariah Carey. It was the most successful comedy album debut since Steve Martin's A Wild and Crazy Guy in 1978, 27 years earlier. The album went 2 times platinum and remained the #1 Billboard comedy album for 49 weeks. Retaliation contained 2 discs of raunchy college humor bits like Bamf, the friend that nobody likes, where he's credited for creating the term Karen that is wildly popular today.
Wait, really?
Karen is always a douchebag. Every group has a Karen, and she's always a bag of douche. And when she's not around, you just look at each other and go, God, Karen, she's such a douchebag. until she walks up, and then you're like, hey, what's up, Kat?
Other fan favorites like Struck by a Vehicle and The Creepy Guy at Work. Immediately
Give
after
him
the
his
South
flowers.
boomed, he started getting recognized by the entertainment industry. His first gig, a 2-minute set at the MTV VMAs, where he absolutely bombed.
We like a little violence in this country. And I know you're like me, you can't deny it. Sometimes when you see somebody walking down the street wearing a Superman t-shirt, you just want to shoot them in the chest. And when they start to bleed, go, I guess not.
He appeared on Jay Leno's late night show where he did this.
Damn, nigga didn't even get no pity laughs. I didn't even feel like that was that bad. I've seen crowds laugh at way worse jokes than that.
First of all, thank you. But before that, I just want to let you know that I'm a massive fan of yours. And I mean, you're beautiful. You're a talented monster and North Country and just. I mean, I know I'm kissing your ass here, but.
Then on the Jimmy Kimmel Show, where he was an absolute madman.
Look.
Okay.
She's exceptional, okay? She's exceptional. She's exquisite. She's so many words in my vernacular. And yes, Tom is making a play for KH. I'll be home soon, Katie.
He got to host SNL in December 2005 and then a second time in 2006.
I thought that was Jamie Foxx. You're so... How? Nelly and Jamie Foxx look nothing alike. You're actually racist, Toss. What the fuck was that?
Awards in 2006 because he was every teen's favorite comic. Dane also starred in a new film alongside Jessica Simpson called Employee of the Month.
Banger. If you ain't seen this movie, you ain't seen cinema. You did what I'm saying. If you ain't seen this movie, you have not experienced real cinema. And that's just the facts of the matter.
Which is honestly a pretty solid movie. Easily his best role. From there, he had Good Luck Chuck and My Best Friend's Girl.
Hold
his
on.
stand-up
Good
exploded
Luck Chuck was a banger. Y'all seen Good Luck Chuck? All right, so boom. Here's the premise of Good Luck Chuck. There's this dude, right? And when he fucks somebody, they get married like the next day. So like mad girls start wanting to fuck him, so that way their boyfriends will like propose to them and shit and get married. But it's like one of those things where he leads others to a treasure that he cannot possess because everybody he fucks falls in love with somebody else, but then he can never find love because everybody he fucks will love somebody else. Type shit.
Heights that people didn't think were
You had to
possible.
be there.
Cure Insurance Arena, Meadowlands Arena, Michelob Ultra Arena, Allstate Arena. Dane Cook was selling out 5,000 to 12,000 person venues every week, which peaked when he got the opportunity to perform at the legendary Madison Square Garden. The only problem was, he didn't have any material prepared because he was so busy doing movies. But you can't turn down MSG. Dane had no choice. The promoter apparently had a $150,000 budget to promote the show, but they didn't have to spend a dime because of Dane's social media following. As soon as the tickets went live, he posted the link on MySpace. Sold out. So they added a second show the same day. Sold that one out. Dane Cook became the second comedian in history to sell out the Garden 2 nights in a row. The first being Andrew Dice Clay, who was ironically like the Dane Cook of the 90s. Dane hired a small camera crew to film, thinking it was either going to be his best or worst performance in history.
I remember watching
he improvised half of the material, rambling, screaming, sound effects, his usual shtick, and he absolutely crushed it. This
I'm not gonna lie. As a kid, this was my GOAT shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This was like my GOAT shit, bro. What up, Balvin? How you doing, gang? Yo, Kassassin, thank you for the prime for 25 months.
Later as his rough around the edges special. Dane was zooming.
The fact that he improvised most of that is kind of crazy.
Past veteran comics. The industry had never seen someone go from a hack at the Funny Farm to a stadium icon in this short period of time. He simply could not take an L, which is when the hate started rolling in. Rolling Stone published an article, The Joke's on Us. How can any comedian get as famous as Dane Cook has with no jokes? Jim Brewer, a stand-up veteran who hosts a radio show that often interviews comedians, said,
he looked like a hater, I'm not gonna lie.
On my show and says, I'm so happy for him, which is weird. They can't stand this poor guy. Steven Rosenfield, director of the American Comedy Institute,
definitely
says
a hater.
Dane is kind of like Perrier water. It's brilliantly bottled, but it's still seltzer. By the way, drink water. Every other day, there was a journalist writing about how much they hated Dane Cook. Family Guy took shots at him. Mad TV had a parody skit about him. He became a punching bag in the entertainment world. Now, it's pretty easy to say that people were just jealous of Dane's success, and that could be true.
Like a lot of jealousy, a lot of animosity that I, at a young age, was famous, hanging around with beautiful women, rich.
Even Joe Rogan has said the same.
I remember when Dane Cook was killing it. There were so many haters. And not just because of all the real reasons to be a hater, but also just because of his success was so astronomical. I remember people would just fume thinking about Dane Cook selling out arenas.
But it's pretty easy to see major flaws in his comedy. His humor heavily relies on delivery rather than genuinely witty.
See, here's the thing. Who cares? Who cares? Nigga was still successful. Motherfuckers still tuned in. Motherfuckers were still paying. Why are you mad? Why you like, oh, who could like this? Oh, this is such lowbrow comedy. Nigga selling out arenas. You can't even get a Netflix special. Well, Netflix wasn't around at the time, but you get me.
Content. Many of his jokes revolve around relatable, everyday experiences such as playing Monopoly and having friends and eating at a fast food restaurant. He exhibits this, you know what I mean, type humor, or simply relatable humor, which is amplified by his sound effects, screaming, and insane body contortions. Now, his sound effects are damn good, and he's a very good storyteller, but often his stories lead nowhere, falling flat and ending with something like,
You're the person nobody likes. I know, it is so true, and that's why it's funny. It is so true.
I related to that.
That's why it's funny. Because it's so true, hence funny.
Unlike typical comedians who display brokenness or cynicism, Cook maintains a positive, unassuming lifestyle where dudes think he's the man and girls think he is a heartthrob. But just because he prioritizes showmanship doesn't make him unfunny. Dane didn't even address the hate. At first, he actually liked it. He felt like a comedy supervillain. Plus, he was doing arena after arena filled with tens of thousands of people laughing. He could care less what one journalist or one open mic comic thought. There is one very clear objective to comedy: to make people laugh. Dane was getting laughs and making millions. He was winning. But the reason many people hated him wasn't just because of his good looks.
Who remembers the winning era? Charlie Sheen winning? Damn.
And success.
I was like when memes started, bro, type shit.
And stealing jokes is a career-ending sin in comedy. Dane's 2005 Retaliation album contained a few jokes that were very similar to Louis C.K.'s 2001 album, Live from Houston, Texas. The first...
Who cares about stealing jokes? What Drake say? It ain't about who did it first, about who did it right. Niggas looking like preach type shit. Dane Cook is that guy.
Accusation of plagiarism comes from a bit they both did when choosing a weird name for their child.
I'd like to have a kid, because you can name your kid anything you want. I like that part. I'd like to give my kid an interesting name, you know? Like a name with no vowels, maybe, you know? Just like...
Bro speaking Sims.
Just like 40 Fs, that's his name.
Then Dane's bit 4 years later.
I already have names picked out. I don't even know. First kid, boy, girl, I don't care. The first one that comes out, I'm naming it. I think it's beautiful. It's feminine but strong at the same time. Time for bed. I said time for bed.
That's not even stealing. That's at most inspiration. What? He didn't even steal it. It's like maybe kind of similar, I guess.
The iconic Steve Martin had a joke in the 1970s where he discusses parents naming their kids. Some people think they were both inspired by the same joke. However, the second accusation was the itchy butthole bit.
Like, I was staying in a hotel and the soap was really nasty, and I had an itchy asshole for like a week, and I could have won $1 million. I still would have been going, fuck my asshole! It itches!
I don't know if you've ever gotten this. It was about 2:30 in the afternoon. I got the itchiest asshole I've ever gotten. On record.
Oh, I'm sorry, is Louis C.K. the only guy allowed to have an itchy asshole? We've literally all been there. You gotta go fist deep sometimes to scratch the itch.
And I keep a record of my itchy assholes. May 14th, 1985, I had a very itchy asshole. This one ousted it. Get out of here.
The third accusation was regarding a bit where Louis and Dane witnessed someone about to be hit by a car, and they don't know what to say to prevent it.
Because it was happening really fast. I had like that much time to yell, you know. What can I yell in that much time? Hey, you got to my God! You know, that's not... She's gonna open the door again! Ah, shit!
As the car was coming towards him.
Okay, now this one... Okay, the third similar-ish joke in a row. I fear we start losing plausible deniability.
Reached out and I said, oh! Oh! That's all I could think of to say.
But also at the same time, we've literally all been there where we saw a guy about to get hit by a car and we wanted to save them. Like, we've literally all been there. So, like, maybe they just had the same experience.
All three jokes are delivered differently, but it's an extreme coincidence that Dane's 2005 album has 3 bits that cover the exact same premises as Louis' 2001 album. Louis didn't actually blame Dane though, and in a weird turn of events, Louis invited Dane onto his television show to do a scripted scene where he confronts him.
Some of my jokes. I think you saw me do them, I know you saw me do them, and I think they just went in your brain, and I don't think you meant to do it. But I don't think you stopped yourself either.
You got a story? Yeah, so I was driving down the highway one time and I saw a dude about to get run over and I didn't know how to like stop. So then I just pressed on the gas and I heard 2 bumps and I was like, oh, I just kept it pushing. That was a joke, obviously. Dane Cook, you can have that one, okay?
He thinks Dane had a case of cryptomnesia, which is basically when you think you had an original thought or idea, but you heard it somewhere else and totally forgot. Despite Louis giving Dane a pass, comedy fans still hated him, but the joke theft didn't stop there. Dane had a joke about a shoe store in 2007 that was almost exactly the same as Dimitri Martin's in 2006, where they both talk about asking for a shoe size and the worker comes back with the wrong size, resulting in them having to cut off a piece of their foot.
I went into a shoe store and I said, hey, can I get those in a 10? The guy said, sure, and he went in the back. Then a couple minutes later, he came out and he goes, I don't have a 10, I have a 9. Great. Because while you were in the back, my toes were severed off.
She walks out. She comes up to me, you guys, so enthusiastic, such like optimism. She's holding a boot. She comes right up to me and she goes, we have it in a 9. Great, you guys also have a bone saw anywhere nearby?
Joe Rogan.
Not gonna lie. Dane Cook did it better. I fear. Again, what Drake say? It ain't about who did it first, it's about who did it right. You dig what I'm saying? I fear. And what Jay-Z say? I took your hot line and made it a hot song or some shit, whatever the fuck Jay-Z said. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like that.
Even says Dane stole one of his bits about tigers f***ing, but Dane changed it from tigers to rhinos. Rogan took matters into his own hands and confronted Dane with a phone call, seeking an explanation. Dane apologized to Joe and said he would axe the bit. Just 2 weeks later, Joe caught Dane telling yet another bit of his on stage once again. Joe confronted Dane in person this time, saying, "What the fuck are you doing? You know that's my bit. You heard me say it. What the fuck makes you think you can take my material and do it on stage?" Despite numerous accusations and kind of a lot of proof, a lot of people still think these were just coincidences.
They are.
And Dane is not actually a joke thief.
Yeah.
But Dane got something stolen from him. Money. Millions of dollars stolen by his own brother. Daryl McCauley was Dane's older half-brother on his mom's side, and while growing up, Dane considered him his first real best friend in his life. As Dane began to make money in comedy, he asked Daryl to quit his job as a corrections officer and manage his finances. For many years, Dane worked extra hard to not only earn money for himself, but also for his brother's career opportunity. McCauley made an estimated $12,500 a month for his role. However, Dane was forced to replace McCauley as his business manager for tax purposes after relocating to Los Angeles. Despite Cook offering to keep him in the company under a different position, McCauley was still angry. Although he had suspicions, Dane claims that he just woke up one morning and had an epiphany.
And then Monday I woke up and I literally sat up in my bed, turned to my girlfriend, woke her up, and I go, "I think my brother stole all my money."
Dane knew he had to pursue legal action, but a piece of him still had love for his brother, which showed in his testimony.
I'd have killed
He
him.
shared with the judge in Massachusetts that Cook believes Daryl could have mental issues stemming from his connection to his birth father, who had his own mental disorders.
I'm watching Subway
Cook believes
Surfers,
it
I'm not
could be
gonna lie.
genetic and that Daryl felt entitled to the money. Typically, people who are deemed mentally unstable can get a reduced level of punishment. Macaulay pleaded guilty to larceny, embezzlement, and forgery charges. He was ordered to serve 5 years in prison. His wife was sentenced to 2.5 years for her involvement in the scheme, and the court ordered Macaulay to repay Cook $12 million. Keep in mind, $12 million is just what they could prove he stole. It's likely that there was a lot more money stolen. From that moment on, the relationship between the two previously close brothers was shattered. He hasn't spoken to him since. Adding to that pain, both of Cook's parents sadly passed away in 2006 and 2007, leaving Dane in emotional turmoil, which ultimately led to his downfall. The faster you rise, the harder you fall. Eventually, Dane ran out of steam. His last CD album was called Isolated Incident in 2009, which featured a much smaller, more intimate setting of 400 people and was filmed in one take. It performed well amongst his fans, but at this point, Dane's shtick had been rinsed. Comedy is a slow grind. You need years to develop material, and by the early 2010s, his audience had outgrown his humor. He had a little string of controversial jokes that got him backlash on the internet, like this one at the Teen Choice Awards where Dane pokes fun at Vanessa Hudgens' leaked photos.
Where's Vanessa Hudgens? Girl, you got to keep your clothes on!
And another joke where
Oof. Yikes. Yikes.
he made light of the very serious 2012 movie theater shooting in Aurora, Colorado.
I'm pretty sure that somebody in that theater about 25 minutes in realizing it was a piece of crap probably was like, oh, fucking shoot me.
Despite the crowd thinking
Oof. Oof. I feel like you gotta wait. How long you gotta wait before something like that is acceptable to joke about? Nah, cause like you can't, like you still can't, like you can't joke about Columbine and shit. And that was like mad long. You just can't do that. There has to be like a statute of limitations on shit for when like it's okay to joke about it. Like you still can't make that Aurora joke now. You know what I mean? Like that's just, wow, that's rough.
thinking it was funny. The
Niggas joke about 9/11. I think the reason why 9/11 is different is because I don't know why. It just is different. I don't know. I can't explain it. I can't explain to you why it's different. It's just different. I was trying to think of something off the top of my head. I could not. It's just different.
Did not, which started a long history of comedians getting their sets leaked and criticized on the internet.
Yeah, I feel like the thing is with 9/11, the joke is like usually surrounding like the government and the politics around it type shit, but not actually like innocent people losing their lives type. But there is nothing else to joke about like a mass shooting or something like that, right? I think also another reason why is like because mass shootings are still a thing, whereas like, I mean, planes aren't flying into buildings every month. You know what I mean? Maybe that's, I don't know. That's actually a good question. That's actually a good question.
He had trouble maintaining his appeal to the youth and his bad.
Wanna bet. That is like the most menacing chat message of all time.
Plastic surgery wasn't helping. The hate and resentment from the comedy community finally started to hit him, and he took a step back from the spotlight. He had enough money to just chill and live a pretty relaxed lifestyle on his own terms. He still did large shows, theaters, casinos throughout the 2010s, a tour in 2013 and in 2019, but these days, he mostly just spends time with his wife, Kelsey Taylor, who is 26 years younger than him. A creator by the name of Tracy Morrissey speculated some foul play. Dave and Kelsey made their relationship official in 2017 when Kelsey was about 18 and a half years.
Ouch.
Years old. Dane says that he met his girlfriend at a game night he hosts at his house.
How do you meet a 23-year-old? How do you meet? Where do you meet?
I used to host every Friday night for 2 years. I had a code names or running charades game night at my house, and then I just ended up meeting her through hosting game nights.
How long have you been going out?
Going out?
Yeah.
Oh no, we've been together 5 years. So now we're engaged after being together 5 years.
18.
That's
right. Wow.
Yeah.
I think I speak for everybody when I say, ew. Am I right, guys?
Wow.
Yeah.
It's legal.
This 2016 photo shows a large mix of people.
Tomorrow will be another 90-degree day. Oh, chat, I caught up to JJK.
At one of his game nights. These don't look like celebrities. You have people in the comment section asking if they can be invited, and when you consider how Dane back in his MySpace days was very comfortable reaching out to people one by one, maybe he just invited his fans to his house. This photo in 2016 shows Kelsey at a game night a few weeks before she was 18.
What you think? So at the end of the last chapter, they said that they're heading to the climax. I'm no spoilers or anything. They said they're heading to the climax. What the fuck is gonna happen, bruh?
Dane was 45. Tracy went on a deep dive and discovered multiple instances of young girls at Dane's game nights. Actress Joey King, who was 16. Emily Lind was 14 in this photo. Emily Robinson, 18. Saxon Charbino was 16. He even posted a photo with the 15-year-old saying, "I saw a screening with my homegirl." The common denominator is that all of these girls would go on to be actresses or aspire to be in the entertainment industry. This obviously had people accusing Dane of grooming young women, and ultimately his wife. Dane hasn't addressed these allegations directly, but he is aware of the backlash.
Nasty.
Yeah. But people give you hell for that. What do you say?
Sometimes. Oh, you're talking about the internet. That's a whole nother league. Yeah.
That's where you live, the internet and your lawn.
In real life, nobody's ever had any kind of anything but like giving us flowers and being very lovely.
He even jokes about
if either side wins, it's over for the other side. I agree with that, but at the same time, I think one side has like the clear upper hand at the moment. So I don't see how that side loses.
In his new stand-up.
Because I'm 49, my girlfriend's 23. She was doing her homework, and I said to her, bedtime soon, Betty, let's talk before bed.
Over the years, Dane...
I think the thing is, even if they don't take each other out, I'm going to be honest, I don't think this fight ends decisively. I'm going to be honest. The fight that's, again, no spoilers, but the fight going on in JJK, I don't think it gets a divisive end or a decisive end. But I do think both players will be incapacitated. The only thing that I hope doesn't happen, damn, this person just died. The only thing that I hope doesn't happen is that it's an indecisive battle and then everything resets and they're like, oh, fine, I guess we'll have to meet each other in about 2 months and fight again. Or, I hope it's nothing like that. Instead, I hope that like something gets solved here. Like we need at least we need some major deaths type shit. Because if it's just like a reset, then this whole thing will have been worthless. And the only thing we would have gotten out of it is we would have retrieved one person. Like, that's it. I need a definitive loser. I can say how I think it's going to play out. I can say how I think it's going to play out.
How are we doing tonight?
And I think it will play out like that because I don't think we're going to get a definitive loser per se. I think somebody is going to lose, but I don't think somebody's going to die, if that makes sense. I just want it to be clear that one wins. I think, because in the most recent chapter, trying to say this without spoilers is crazy. In the most recent chapter, they said that one party is not going full out. So I think the person that's not going full out is going to lose. But I don't think they're going to die. Isn't JJK ending this year? I don't fucking know. Am I the author?
Dane has regained his reputation in comedy. Not saying people are admitting that he was actually funny the whole time, but they do believe they were too harsh on him or maybe hated him out of jealousy.
You think that the technique is going to work? Yes. I think the party with the upper hand right now, I think they will win the fight. I think it's pretty clear that that person is stronger.
Or maybe just hated him to jump on the bandwagon. He was a massive innovator with social media. Listening back to these jokes was nostalgic. Maybe they didn't age all that well, but one thing for sure is Dane was a huge reason why a lot of young people got interested in comedy. Me especially. I don't think I would care nearly as much about stand-up as I do today if it wasn't for Dane. Remember, use the link in my description to start playing War Thunder today. It's entirely—
No, thank you. See, everybody's like happy for his success, like, oh, like what a great guy, great grind. And they're just like not talking about the fact that this nigga be hanging around teenagers. Like, I don't know, bro. I feel like that kind of invalidates his grind. Fuck it. JJK, where's 21? You see 21 on the screen, you know what the fuck going on. Let's talk JJK. You see 21 on the screen, you know what the fuck going on. All right, bruh. Mods, get a pinned comment so that way these niggas know. You see JJK on the screen, you know what the fuck going on. All right, bruh. Okay, so what are you confused about? What are you confused about? Sukuna's a fraud. Okay, but they said Sukuna not going all out, though. They said Sukuna was holding back, whereas Gojo can let loose. You feel me? What is this technique shit? We finna see. We finna see. We finna see. Here's what I think is gonna happen. I think Yuji is gonna like Ino fucking mind transfer jutsu or whatever the fuck or whatever. I think motherfucking Sukuna is gonna get back in that nigga's body. That is what I think is gonna happen. And I think like that's how this is going to get resolved. Like I think that is what is going to happen here. And I think that Gojo, at least in this fight with these circumstances, Gojo beating the dog piss out of bro. I'm going to be honest. Gojo beating the dog piss out of bro. And I agree that this is why I think nobody is going to die here. If Gojo dies, I fear it's Jover. Cause I'm going to be real. They keep bigging up Yuta like Yuta that nigga. Can Yuta even beat Kenjaku? Like we're not even talking about Sukuna right now. We're not even talking about Sukuna right now. Is that nigga putting the pause on Kenjaku? Like I don't even know, bruh. Fuck. Type shit. I need to see niggas stats before I entrust this nigga to beat Sukuna. You feel me? What if Sukuna retreats back to Yuji from the L and the arc ends with Megumi dying? I don't want Megumi to die though, because I feel like Megumi has so much potential as a character. Like he has Megumi's not gonna die. Come on. Like there's so much character to explore with Megumi. That's not possible. That's not going to happen. If they did that, that would be such a waste of that character. We said that about Nobara, but the difference is that Megumi literally killed his sister in a way. Obviously, he didn't literally kill his sister, but there's and the shit with like his dad Toji. Nah, there's too much. No. There's too much. There's too much. No, there's too fucking much. There's no way Megumi is dead. No, they're not going to kill Megumi. It's not possible. I refuse to believe that shit. It would actually be horrible storytelling if Megumi died there. Not going to happen. Yuji needs to figure out how to do more than punch and kick. He got mind transfer jutsu. Also, if his death really is just Sukuna leaving the body and then that nigga just dying there, that's going to be whack. Like, at least Nobara's death, like, ended up leading to the defeat of Mahito, right? But Megumi will have just gotten packed up. Megumi not coming out anything less than catatonic. Okay, but this is an anime. Okay, so yeah, he's gonna be down bad for a bit. Nigga gonna be out of commission, but he gonna come back. Type shit. She didn't even die. She's unknown. You guys just like love to cling on to copium. Look, if that I've seen the evidence. If Nobara does come back, they did leave that door open. I still think, even if Nobara does come back, I think that would be a mistake on the story. I think that would be a mistake if they actually like just brought that bitch back. After seeing what happened to Yuki, Megumi is dead. Megumi is not gonna die. Reverse curse healing is the true mistake. She coming back. Okay, she can come back. That's fine. I think that would be stupid. Do leaks come out tonight? Supposedly. Nobara been gone for too long to be alive still. That might add to the shock value. Like, the thing is, like, if they do bring Nobara back, the reason why I would be opposed to it is because that was like an emotional height in Shibuya, which Shibuya had a lot of emotional heights in it. And I understand that they did technically leave that door open. But I think it would be much more interesting if, like, even with that door open, Nobara is still gone. And I'm not gonna lie, if Nobara ends up being the way they get rid of Sukuna, I think that would be equivalent to letting Arya kill the Night King in Game of Thrones. I think that would be stupid. So even if Nobara does come back, there's no way she's going to be like the final blow on Sukuna. Arya killing the Night King wasn't the issue, was that Jon didn't fight him. I think it's both. Because even if Jon fought him, or whatever the fuck, Arya delivering the killing blow, like there was just like no like build up to that. If let's say Gojo beats the brakes off of Sukuna, and then Gojo's tapped out. This nigga's brain is bleeding from using reverse curse technique or whatever the fuck. He's just out there chilling type shit. And then, like, he's passed out, and Sukuna about to go in there and kill him, and then out of nowhere, Nobara comes out with a little hammer and bops him on the head and kills him. That's whack. She was one of 4 people with Valyrian steel. It doesn't matter. In terms of the story, like, Arya had nothing to do with anything with the fucking White Walkers. I think somebody broke into my house. With the White Walkers or the Night King. No, you had the whole prophecy and all that bullshit for no reason. Because the Arya comes out of nowhere. And also the way in which this is not about Game of Thrones. This is not about Game of Thrones. No one cares. Okay, anyways. We're not talking about Game of Thrones. I'm off this. I hate arguing with this nigga Noah. No, I'm not talking about Game of Thrones. Let's just talk about this bullshit. Let's just talk about this bullshit. We're talking about Gojo, Sukuna, Nobara, Pack Watch, Sukuna, Pack Watch. It is what it is. I'm done with that shit. Look, do you think Gojo goes out of commission if he survives? I mean, he's gonna be out for a minute. Like, he's gonna be out for a minute. Regardless. You know. Again, I think this shit is going to end. Like, this little interaction is gonna end with Sukuna winding up back in Yuji. Somehow. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen to Megumi. And I need something else. I need some finality there. Because I don't think Sukuna or Gojo are gonna be like packed up type. Like, there needs to be more.
That's my bestie.
I don't know.
How has life been treating you?
Awful, but thank you for the 11 months. Kenjaku cannot deal with the entire cast plus Gojo. I would agree with that. That's why, like, I'm pretty sure, like, Gojo's gonna be like, Gojo's not gonna be able to fight.
130 hours of BG3
like,
and I am still not done finished my first campaign nor my 4 other campaigns. I have pushed the addiction back for a bit to see my fave streamer. Hooray.
Lofi, thank you for the tier 3 for 4 months. That's kind of crazy, but I do appreciate that. Arigato. I think it depends on when this fucking manga is supposed to end, right? Like, if this is the climax, if this is the ending of the manga type shit, then it would make sense for, like, Gojo, like, kill Sukuna, but that nigga's out of commission. Now the rest of the gaggle of the squad got to figure out how to deal with Kenjaku and them, and it's going to be that type shit, right? But I don't know when this series is going to end. Right? If this series isn't going to end within, like, I don't know, maybe like the next few months to like a year or something like that, then I don't think that's what's going to happen. Sukuna going to take over Gojo? That would be dumb. Would Sukuna even die if there's a finger left? That is a good question. Yuji eating the fingers and dying was the original plan. I honestly think that's going to happen. Yeah, that makes sense as well. Because I'm not going to lie, Yuji feels like Yuji is ready to do that. Yuji is ready to do that. Like, Yuji would definitely sacrifice himself to get rid of Sukuna. Yuji is outliving everyone and will escape from the Jujutsu Society. See, I could see, I think like it would also like, I could see both. I could see a thing where Yuji plays his role, plays his part, and he dies to get rid of Sukuna. I could also see the thing where like Yuji is the reset for everything, or like Yuji like is the only survivor type. I'm not gonna lie, Yuji kind of like me. That nigga look like he wanna die. Like, everybody's like, hey, we're gonna be just fine. Actually, everything's gonna be okay. Yuji's like, are you guys sure you don't want me to eat all the fingers and die? Like, I'll do that. Like, it's okay. I'll do that. I'll eat all the fingers and y'all can kill me. You know what I'm saying? So that could be like a full like character. That could be like a full character arc type shit for Yuji. Yuji still wants to atone. I think he thinks his atonement is his death. Because I'm not going to lie, Yuji kind of beating himself up over everything that happened. That's why I also think it would suck if Nobara came back. Because, like, I think it would, like, it wouldn't be as good for Yuji's development as a character. Like, if Nobara comes back and then Yuji's like, I still want to live now or something. I'm like, bro, you should want to die. I think Nobara comes back right as Yuji's about to kill himself.
I'm stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit.
I'm going to lurk while I play BG3. Can only hold the addiction back for so long.
Lofi!
Love you, streamer, love you, chat.
Thank you for the 150. I appreciate that. I'm not going to lie. You kind of saving my legacy right now. Arigato goizaimasu. I appreciate that. Hooray! $150 is crazy. Damn, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Damn, that just took me off guard type shit. Oh my God, I'm kicking my feet type beat. All right. How about everybody dies except for Gojo and Kenjaku, and then Gojo recreates Seto's Seto's brain and then puts it back in his body, and then they just live happily ever after as best friends. You can have that idea for completely free. I'm just a good guy like that. And that is going to be the real ending. You mean boyfriends? Look, best friends, boyfriends, they're both BFs. Geto could still come back? I don't think so. I think that is copium. I also think it would be kind of whack if he came back. Like, I know you're gonna talk about the twitch that Kenjaku did when he saw Gojo, but I don't think that meant anything. I think that was like, I don't think that meant anything. Gojo kills everyone and he brings back Geto by giving him back shots, which would cause his soul to come back and kill Kenjaku. So, okay, so we're done with the spoilers. Let's move on to the next topic of the stream. All right, we're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. Oh, brother. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. Okay, what are we going to be locked in for today, chat room? This is why My Hero clears. Let's go ahead and look at the My Hero Academia fan theories. Let's see what they're on about. I would like for Omega to talk about Starfield because I'm seeing hate and I kind of feel good for calling it. I fear you're not going to like what I have to say because I actually think the game is good and I love that game. This My Hero arc is unironically kind of fire. I feel like y'all say that every couple months and then it goes back to being dog shit. Shiggy becomes a teacher at UA and the last line Deku says is, "This was our Hero Academia." Nice. Nice. Add now, final answer. I am not adding the Gojo backshots emote. Play Nikkei already? Bro, you can go play Nikkei. I'm not gonna add. I'm done adding emotes of just like regular words. Like if I add shit like this continuously, we're gonna get to a point where you cannot type a sentence in this chat without everything being an emote. We can't do it, okay? We've got to have some control. Type shit. Like, I think emotes like that work in like big chats where like niggas aren't having conversations, right? But I feel like we're still a chat that has conversations. So it's just kind of weird. I'm tired of the regular word emotes. New Dunkey vid is goated. We watched it. It was alright, I guess. Dokkan Part 2 info tonight. Let's lock it in, boys. Let's lock it in. Are you still playing Starfield? Yeah.
The game Dark Souls.
I didn't get to play it yesterday because I streamed for mad fucking long, unfortunately.
There's an enemy called Armored Boar. Well, actually, he's called Fang Boar. So is Armored Core 6 an Armored Boar? Or is it more like doing chores? Well, I'll say this. It's no Pikmin 4. Before they were making games,
you kind of got bars.
From Software was pumping out goofy crap like Eternal Ring. You see, back in those olden times, there was a genre of games called mech games, and there was a million of them. Zone of the Enders, Mech Assault, Frame Gride, Murakumo, Custom Robo, Virtual On, Bangay-O, Mobile Suit Gundam, so many Gundam games, Chrome Hounds, Lost Planet, Steel Battalion that you play with this controller.
Are you on 2K when it drops? When does 2K come out?
Were by From Software. Back then, From Software was putting out 5 to 6 games a year. They were spammers, and while they did
Sunday,
experiment,
Sunday
output was Armored.
I honestly do not give a fuck. It comes out Friday.
Core, they made a lot of these until Dark Souls. Today, From Software is one of the best game studios out there. Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Sekiro was my game of the year in 2019, and Elden Ring was my game of the year last year. Armored Core 6 is nowhere near that level of quality. This is more like a guilty pleasure game. In this game, you are a badass giant robot shooting the ever-living shit.
I think this is one of those games you just gotta play. Because every bit of gameplay I've seen of this game does not interest me at all. But it's probably one of those ones that like feels really satisfying to play.
Everything that you see at 300 miles per hour. To win, slam every button on the controller while screaming at the top of your lungs like a caveman. There is no thinking, no strategy, just blow shit up and go hee-haw. In a game like Elden Ring, nearly every enemy
This Armored Core game was non-existent and then all of a sudden it's super big. It's because niggas dig ride FromSoft.
In Armored Core, you will blast through 700 stupid fucking robots like nothing because they are made out of McDonald's toys. And then they send out some rinky-dink dumbass mini-boss and I annihilate him within 4 seconds because I do not give a shit about this man. If that sounds stupid, it's because this game is stupid. This is mindless monkey mush that is like one cognitive step beyond Dynasty Warriors and Diablo. If I'm making this game sound easy, yeah, it's really easy, except for this one boss who's
like it's honestly really good that this game was made by FromSoft, because like it does, like a lot of people seem to really like this game, and I fear that if it was developed by literally anybody else, this game would have went triple aluminum and nobody would have played this shit.
I kinda like it. The movement in this game is so far beyond anything I've seen in a FromSoft game. Your mech is just gracefully gliding around the screen like a figure skater with enough weapons to engage enemies at any range. Within 10 seconds of gameplay, you'll dodge 3 rockets, slide into a dude's face, blast.
Kind of crazy. Like, how long have they been working on this game? Because Elden Ring came out last fucking year.
Angle. The player has so much freedom in choosing how they approach the game. You can
I would spend a lot of time customizing my mech if I played this shit.
hunchback, or you can be a nimble little guy with a machine gun and a laser sword. It's a lot of fun to cook up some wacky build and see how it actually fares in a mission, and if it sucks, it's not a big deal. It's a very simple system that wants you to experiment. I will say that the weapon balance in this game is about as good as the weapon balance in Elden Ring.
So broken.
So not good. Once you do crack the code and formulate your dream machine, it's hard to walk away from that power. About halfway into my playthrough, I came up with this wheelchair robot with dual Gatling guns.
That's how I
This
feel.
thing is
Once this game is like on sale for like $20, I am super copping.
And it completely trivialized the game. But listen, it was really funny. It was like a giganto version of that wheelchair you get in Dead Rising 2. Remember that impossible boss I was talking about? Where does health bar go? What's crazy is that you can probably build an even more powerful mech than this one. I really am curious to see what other people are going to come up with. For me, the fatal flaw of Armored Core is that once you settle into the groove of how to win, you just start playing on autopilot. Going back to Elden Ring, that game is massive, and yet there is so much variety across its duration because every enemy has to be given some respect. You have to observe their moves and dodge their attacks, so it's like every enemy is slightly altering the rules of the game. Armored Core allows players to get fancier than they ever could in Elden Ring, but because you can apply the same strategies to nearly every boss and enemy in the game, it feels kinda one note. For players that really want to challenge themselves and sink their teeth into this game, you can go for the S rank on every mission, although I have been spoiled by Pikmin's ranking system that actually tells you what to do.
This is another one of those games, like Pikmin, that like everybody says it's the best game ever made type shit, but my God, you could not make a game look more boring than that. The only way to make a game look more boring than that is like if you were to watch motherfucking Death Stranding footage of a nigga walking through the snow, right? Because I love Death Stranding, but you show niggas clips from that game, you'll be convinced that's the most boring game of all time. That's how I feel about Pikmin.
Game's ranking system is like trying to pass the swimming test at the water park and the lifeguard isn't paying attention. Armored Core 6 is a throwback.
What does one do in Pikmin? I actually don't know. Like a lot of the games that like, I feel like a lot of like classic games or like highly regarded games, I've at the very least like tried them, if not for at least like an hour or two or something like that. But I've like legitimately never launched a Pikmin game before. It's like the only game that's like critically acclaimed or whatever the fuck that I've literally never even like bought, installed, opened up. I've never done anything with that game franchise. I still haven't played Death Stranding because I think it looks boring. Death Stranding is one of my favorite games I played in the last generation, but it is not a game I recommend. Like if you have access to it or it's really cheap or you got it for free somehow, like sure, try it out. You might be pleasantly surprised, but that is a very divisive game that is definitely not for everybody.
The spammy bullshit PS2 era from software, and while I did enjoy it, it is not a game that holds up under any sort of scrutiny or analysis. I am happy to see FromSoft branching out though, and who knows, maybe someday we will get a Sekiro level.
Those BTs kept making me piss my pants. Yeah, so one of my favorite things was figuring out how to maneuver around the BTs. God, that shit was so gas. And the best part is that there's so many different ways to do it. Like I remember like I beat that game and I was watching Balvin stream that game, and the way Balvin interacted with BTs was entirely different from how I interacted with BTs. Like that shit is just gas.
Game or a sequel to The Adventures of Cookie and Cream.
Oh. You know, like I got respect for Dunkey and all that, but when I finish watching like every Dunkey video, I never know like what I got from that. Like, did he like that game? Did he not like that game? I honestly don't know. I guess it's just like a montage of like just clips of him talking and stuff, I guess. From the 2 videos, I mean, to be fair, his Starfield video, he purposefully did not give his opinion, which I think is kind of whack. I wanted to know what he thought, but it is what it is. Yeah, the vibe I got is he was generally more positive than negative over the game. So yeah, I'll definitely I'll check out Armored Core when it drops in price at some point, or when there's not like literally a million fucking games to play. Right now I'm playing Starfield and Sea of Stars, and then 2K's coming out, and then we got Spider-Man. Speaking of 2K, where the homies at? We got Balvin back today. We gotta hop on 2K. Yo, this is not real. No way. Oh, it's for both games. Fucking troll ass nigga. This shit said 2K24 was 265 gigs. But it's actually 160. Hooray! I need this on my Xbox, man. How much is this game, bro? Why am I checking? I know how much it is. That's not gonna feel. I'm probably gonna buy it like an hour before it comes out. I thought you were getting a code. I don't like hitting up niggas for shit, and I don't know where that nigga at these days. So I think I'll just buy it. Are you doing Mortal Kombat? Honestly, I was gonna get it if a lot of my homies was getting it, but I don't know if a lot of my homies is getting it. So if they not getting it, I'm not getting it. My only gripe about getting this game on the Xbox is that I just know the crossplay is going to be bugged. Yeah, I mean, this is true. This is real shit. This is real shit. I share my PS5, but I'd buy an Xbox just to keep that and my Switch in my room. Yeah, honestly, like the PS5 is a phenomenal console. Well, I lied. I actually think it's a horrible console. It just has really good fucking games on it. Which is what you buy a console for anyways, right? So who gives a fuck? But like as a console with like features and all that other bullshit, I think Xbox is better. The biggest problem, actually, I'm going to shit on Xbox a little bit here. The biggest problem with Xbox is how they have some proprietary things about it, right? So like the SSD, for example, is proprietary on the Xbox, whereas you could just put whatever SSD in your PS5 and be fine. So PS5 has a massive W for that. Another thing too is that the Microsoft wireless technology for controllers, you have to have that certified by Microsoft. Otherwise, you're not allowed to make a wireless controller for Xbox, which is fucking stupid. So the only wireless controllers you can get on Xbox are like Xbox certified. Whereas you could go on Amazon and look up like a wireless PS5 controller and just cop that and be fine. Yeah, it is the same for headsets as well. Because if you get like a PlayStation version of a headset, it will not work on Xbox. You have to get the Xbox version, and then the Xbox version will work on everything. So the Xbox does some proprietary things with the console that is fucking stupid. And honestly, it's some shit you would think Sony would do. And I feel like that shit isn't talked about enough. And I think the reason why is because a lot of people just simply don't really use Xbox like that, so they don't know. So I guess like Xbox gets away with it simply because people don't fucking know. But yeah, that shit fucking sucks. And like, it isn't the biggest deal in the world because I pretty much just use my Xbox Elite controller on my Xbox. I don't use third-party controllers like that very regularly. I've never needed to increase my storage on any of these consoles. So like stuff like that, like it's not like the biggest thing in the world, but it is still something that I'm like morally against. I think that shit is whack. But yeah, man. What's going on? What are we into, chat? PS5 or 2K24 is even bigger than Starfield. Jesus Christ. Starfield at 30 FPS. There's something about the way that Starfield is made that it kind of makes sense. Like Starfield barely runs on my PC. And people have done like mods and shit like that to unlock some things in Starfield, and it makes the game like wildly unstable. So the 30 FPS actually does make some sense. I hope that they can push an update for Starfield to allow for 60 FPS, at least on the Series X. Because playing an FPS game at 30 FPS, it just feels bad, period. I will say the 30 FPS in Starfield is some of the smoothest 30 FPS I've ever played in a game. Easily. But there's still no excuse. A first-person game in 30 FPS is bad. Also, no FOV slider. What the fuck are we doing? Anyways. What the fuck is this? It's the bias that's making 30 FPS good? Wait, what? What bias? I never said 30 FPS was good. This is about to be game of the life. Mitsuru's J. Oh, are y'all playing in Japanese? I may try Persona for the first time with this game. Dude, I'm looking forward to this game for myself, but I wish this was one of those games that only I could play. Because I'm not going to lie, the internet is about to ruin Persona 3. It's going to be so bad. It's going to be so bad. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm still excited. It's still going to be a game of the life. It's still going to be a game of the life, y'all. What platform am I playing on? Persona? Honestly, I think I'm going to stop getting games on PC. I think I'm going to just probably get it on PS5. Because it feels wrong to play a Persona game and have the Xbox buttons show up. That just feels weird. I'm going to get on PS5. What do you mean ruin? Look, you either get it or you don't, buddy. I don't know how to tell you this. It's like hearing the discussion around Persona 3 is going to be miserable. You'd want the Steam version for Steam Deck compatibility. I don't know if you just heard me. I said I'm done buying games on PC. So I don't think I want it on Steam. Plus, I'm not going to lie. I've been fucking around with the game streaming shit on my Xbox. I haven't tried it on PlayStation. The game streaming shit is actually solid to beam a game to your phone. I'm not gonna lie, it's not that bad. In fact, I would say it's pretty good. I was able to play Starfield on my phone while I was laying in bed. That's pretty gas. Like the resolution isn't great, unfortunately, but you know, I would say it's pretty functional. It works. It's doable. Are you gonna get the handheld PS5 joint? Fuck no. Like literally what the PS5 thing can do, if you just get, I have it upstairs. I got this, I ordered another one too. I'm probably gonna return the other one that I bought. But I just copped this joint and I can just like play, I can just like stream games to my phone and then use this little controller joint on my Fold and it just works. And that is literally what the Sony thing is gonna be. I have a Steam Deck already. But the positive about using the phone over the Steam Deck is that the screen is way fucking better. And it's also way more portable. How are the thumbsticks? Thumbsticks are dog shit. That's why I bought another one. So like if you're playing, depending on what game you're playing, like if I was playing an action game or an RPG or something, it'd be fine. But if you have to aim in like an FPS game, like playing Starfield or something, it sucks. That's why I ordered a different one. I ordered the Backbone, which is like the most highly regarded one. But yeah, I'm gonna show you the gameplay of me playing Starfield on this thing on my phone. You're gonna see my Papega ass aim. Like, I can't even hit this nigga, bro. This shit was so hard to aim with them sticks.
What the dog?
I'm not gonna lie, fraud alerts are ringing on me, twin. I don't know why the resolution is like this, bro. It should be pissing me off. Yeah, this was me playing this shit on my phone, and I was screen recording on my phone. But yeah, the aiming with them sticks is not good, boys. I'm gonna be honest. Hold on, can I show you guys my fit? Oh, hold on. I had it. Stop, please. Hold on, peep game. When do I show it? Look at that. Look at that helmet. And I got the bounty hunter armor on. I'm kind of him. The streets need a PS5 portable from OmegaPro. Wait, what? Yo, Matthew DaCosta, thank you for the Prime for 14 months. I appreciate you, gangy. Do we know about the screen on the PS Portal yet? I don't think so. Would you recommend the Steam Deck? Yes, actually. I think it's great. I'm not buying that PlayStation Portable. Like, why would I? Like, you can literally get the PlayStation Portable thing on your phone right now. Like, that's $200. Like, it's such a ripoff. How is Starfield? I love Starfield. This answers so many questions about why my random COD teammates are dog shit. They're all streaming off their phones. You would like to believe. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I know niggas was mad. I got into a game of Halo SWAT yesterday while I was streaming it on my phone. Oh, my teammates were shooting at me and shit, bro. I was not hitting. I recorded it, actually. Hold on. I'm gonna upload it to my Dropbox. I recorded it. Bro, I won on shit. Yo, them niggas were so mad. Oh, fuck. Where's my Dropbox at? I'm gonna upload this shit. Yo, I was not aiming at all, bro. Look, the thumbsticks are not great, and I mean, the latency isn't too bad. You can notice it a little bit. It's really, truthfully, not that bad. It's that the sticks, like the dead zone on them is crazy. So like, you have to move the stick like halfway to even get any amount of movement. Like, there's no micro movements on those thumbsticks on that controller. So it was fucking impossible, man. I promise you. Before you fucking keck W at me, just know, bruh. Just know I'm using the worst controller known to man to do that with the worst sticks. Here it is. Niggas playing Halo on the phone. I just wanted to try it out. So you do, when I start my streaming session, it does that a couple times in the beginning. Like, it'll say like, oh, like type shit. I had to back out and then research for a game here. Yeah, honestly, it looked pretty good. You can see, bro, I'm like, that was my teammate shooting at me, actually. I thought I killed that guy, but I was fucking with the button. I was like, what? I had bumper jumper on. And playing bumper jumper on that small ass controller is just not the wave, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Bro, this is NPC movement right here. It's so fucking hard. It's so fucking hard. I could not. And then, of course, this is how it ended for me. You'll see the ending here shortly. So yeah. I would not recommend that shit. FPS games are a no-go. FPS games are a no-go. But every other, like I was playing Sea of Stars on that thing, perfect. Even Starfield when I'm not in combat is like perfect. But as soon as you enter combat, nah, yeah, the dead zones I fear are just not good. So I ordered the backbone. Hopefully it's a little bit better. I hear that the sticks on the backbone are decent. I wasn't here when you were on Starfield. How you feeling about it? I love it. Like 21, 22 hours into the game, something like that. And I'm having a fucking blast. I'm about to start a side quest line that is apparently very fucking good. So I am very excited for that. I want to play 2K, bro. Same, I'm in love. I knew you had good taste. Where you at in Sea of Stars? I'm still very early on. Hold on, let me ring the boys. I think I'm like 4 hours in or something like that. Very early on. What was the last thing I did? Last thing I did, I recruited that new bitch that be reading the tablets, the wandering traveler bitch, whatever her name is. And I went into like the underground thing where like the elder was staying at, where he went down there to investigate the sound or whatever the fuck. And then he got lost down there and I sent him back up. And then I'm about to go deeper into that cave type shit. Do you have a favorite location in Starfield? My favorite locations are probably Syndonia and the Neon City. I like those two the most. I think. Also, New Atlantis looks great too. Yeah, I really like Neon City. I fear Sea of Stars might make me try turn-based RPGs again. The thing that be, I be wanting to break my phone because I be trying to do the timed inputs to like deflect or to get extra attacks. I get the extra attacks almost every time. But the deflects, I swear to God, the animations be lying to me. Because I'm like, I know for a fucking fact I deflected that fucking attack. So why is it hitting me for full damage? Oh my God, that'd be pissing me off. Yo, nah, worst enemy in the fucking game. Them little jits that come out of nowhere and throw bombs at your entire party and they deal like 18 damage on everybody. Go, fuck off. What is that? Also, I don't know if anybody can fucking help me out here. This is for the Sea of Stars virgins. I don't know if anybody can help me out here, bro. How do you start the battle with initiative? Because I be pressing A to like attack the enemies in the open world and it only works sometimes. Like, what is up with that? Like sometimes I'll start off with a basic attack and I'll deal damage and then get like the little orbs or whatever that I can collect afterwards. And then other times, like they hit me and they start with an advantage and now they're all fucking charging up their super attacks. And I'm like, oh, this is crazy. You get an item to do it easier. Oh, back attacks. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna lie. I found a relic in a shop yesterday that I'm about to buy. I think it's one that makes it so that way you always guard attacks. Look, you can fucking call me Mickey Mouse. I don't give a fuck. I am tired of getting hit by attacks that I know that I blocked. The game shouldn't be bugged. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. It's some bullshit. It blocks less damage. That's better than getting hit for full damage. I'm gonna be honest. The one that always gets me are, I think it's the same enemy that does the bomb. They throw like a little boomerang thing at you. Dude, I swear to God, I can't block it. I swear to God, it's impossible to block that shit. And by that, I mean I suck. But, you know, it is what it is. The fuck is this?
Joey, I appreciate you coming through, being an open book, being a great guest, being forward with everything.
Thank you for giving me a platform, man. I've been a fan for years. You know what I'm saying? I think what you do is great. Keep pissing people off. You
That's
know
what I do.
It is your fucking calling, dude. It's your fucking calling. So you take that shit by the fucking nuts.
He reviewed,
keep going.
Or he interviewed Joey Badass.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Did Survivor's Guild make you cry?
Yeah. No, it did.
And let me ask you another question.
What?
What was the last album that made you cry?
That's a good question.
Okay, now listen, don't answer that because you can't answer it quickly.
I'm not answering.
So you gave my album a 7 and that shit made you cry, motherfucker?
You know, that's your album's not even the only
should
album.
get extra points just for making you fucking cry on a live.
There's another album that made me cry and I gave it a 7 too.
If you drop Waterworks, man, that's extra points, B. Like, you gotta think about it. Like, your music is all about feeling something.
It's
bro.
true. Regardless of a number, the amount of artists who've like made me cry on camera, probably count on one fucking hand. You can count yourself amongst the chosen few. Okay.
Listen, top 2, and I'm not 2.
Well. Ain't Joey Badass a bad person? I think he's more so of a dumbass than a bad person. Unless I'm misremembering.
You want a bite? I'll give you a slice, man.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm fucking here. Oh, the cheese fell off that one.
I need that super light too. What makes it any different?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a fucking slice, man. You asked for a slice, I give it to you. Watch out, cheese is hot. There you go. Give it. Look, the cheese sliding. It's all over there. Give that a bite. Tell me what you think of it. One bite, everybody knows the rules.
Peculiar way to eat a pizza. Yo, I'm about to start eating pizza like that.
Going to town making love to that sweet music to that pizza. I love it. You're crazy. You're crazy.
Oh, God, man.
Snap.
Got me on camera.
No, that's no camera. What do you got for a score there, 1 through 10?
Get the fuck out of here. You got me on camera. Fuck you, man.
Look at that. Death. We got pizza death. Shit. You like it?
No,
Good?
he got me on camera. He's dead.
No, hey, you're dead. One bite, everybody knows the rules. You gotta give me a score, 0 through 10. We review pizza. No review, man? We gotta get a score, 0 through 10.
All right, well.
Fucking homeless people have no respect for the game.
What the fuck?
All right, brother. Here. You go score it. Take a bite. Give me a score 1 through 10.
Okay, I'm gonna let y'all know in 1 minute.
Oh, that shit look good. I want pizza now.
I like it. Making love. Sweet music to that slice slice right there. 1 through 10.
Since I'm from New York,
We're in New York. You want to try one, buddy?
I'm gonna give you a 10 on this.
What?
I'm gonna give you a 10 on this.
No chance. Disregard it. No, that's a perfect score. You gotta tell me 0 through 10. What do you got? This guy's on the phone. Mid-pizza review.
I'm gonna give you a 10.
But that's the best pizza you've ever had?
Yes, Sammy's. I'm gonna give you a 10.
All right, you gave it 10. I disregard it because there's no chance this can be a 10. It's not bad. But
Did you make it?
no.
Niagara and
See Maria in there. I just tested. We try a new slice every day.
Yeah.
Who's this guy talking to?
That's Leroy.
Oh, that's Leroy?
That's Rick James' brother.
Leroy, what do you got for a score? 1 through 10.
What's he gonna give it?
Yes. 9.5.
9.5?
Leroy.
Pardon me?
I think that's both high.
AB.
What?
AB.
AB?
Yes, sir.
That's you? AB.
Yeah.
AB and Leroy. Frank, it's not terrible pizza. It's
I'm
not.
not high. I don't drink. I don't drink or smoke.
Good for you. Keep America clean. That's for the kids. No drinking, no smoking, just eating pizza. You're welcome. Take it easy. Cheers. Nice meeting you. Attaboy, Leroy. Have a good one.
All right, nice.
Come on! Brooklyn, New York, Brain Beach. I'm Russian. I'm Ruski. Pizza's not even a fucking... Oh, sorry.
No, you didn't say that.
But anyway, Mamma Mia, Giuseppe. I know Giuseppe.
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe. You hear that?
Download the app.
That's Italian. Look at that guy.
Bro, these videos make me so hungry.
She's good. Rubber.
You score 0 through 10. 0 through 10.
10.5.
You can't even do it. I like it.
That's right.
Good pizza.
Don't get us excited.
I'm fucking.
I'm Ruski. I'm Russian. I don't even eat pizza. But if I eat pizza, it's at Mamma Mia's. The best pizza in Saratoga.
7.4. Download the app.
Yeah. You're the best. I love this guy. I don't even know you, but I love him, guy. I'll be here every day.
I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of just how men form like lifelong friendships. It just be like that. They're not gonna talk for another 5 years. But as soon as you mention one of them to the other one, they'll be like, oh, that's my fucking boy, that's my brother. I love that guy. Met one time, shared a pizza together, and that's it.
God bless.
Since we talk about white and black and pizza.
I like all. I just can't launch your career. I can launch white rappers. Black rappers, I have no history in that.
All right, well, look, this is the black history. I said, they trying to box us all in, kill us or give us felonies. Tell them white devils that I said, fuck them, I'm Dick Gregory.
White devils. They're tough to launch your career.
Wait. Are you a devil?
No.
All right, so it's not for you.
All right, good. I like you.
I like you more.
I like you.
I like you more.
Yeah.
Like 40 probably?
What?
Like 40?
How old?
Like 40.
Yeah. That's a fucking awesome guess. You're dead on. But I was actually asking if you knew.
Like smoking weed too?
Why, you smoking right now?
Yeah, you want some?
Oh, out of a pipe?
Yeah, bro. That's how we do it in Cali.
Oh.
We're not in Cali, though. We're in New York.
I'm from LA. Oh, yeah, I'll take it.
All right. I wasn't going to win the pipe, so you score it.
You wanted like a blunt or something,
Yeah, I wanted like score. The pipe made me a little nervous. All right, so you guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome, man. Well, you gotta score it 0 through 10.
0. Nah, like an 8.
Wide range. We're gonna disregard. I don't know what Cali has to do with anything. You keep saying that. Cali. It has nothing to do with nothing. Why are you wearing sandals?
I'm from Cali.
That's a layup. / homeless.
I want to know the scores.
It's a big deal we got going on here. We did the whole route. We did the whole reroute based on you.
I'm telling you, they're good.
Yeah. Well, you're saying it's better than Pepe's, Sally's,
I think it's better than Pepe's. I'll tell you that right now. I think it's better than Pepe's. I mean, everybody raves about Menavides, okay? If Nate's the one making the pie, okay, you go in there and you tell him that I sent you.
Okay.
You tell him Marco's friend Debbie.
Marco's friend Debbie? I will.
Okay.
I don't want to be on TV. I'm too famous for it.
That's what you shouldn't be charging people $5 for an interview if you don't want to be on TV.
What do you say to the guy that painted those Gehring paintings on CNN? What do you say to Kasanich and Kusanich, who is Bulgarian? And what do you say to Dashiell?
What the fuck is he talking about?
What Fred Lott?
Can I say something?
No.
Very important. Your shoes on the bag.
I know that those are not my shoes. I borrowed them from
What's
a
that? Why the boxes on the floor? Because my hands are full.
Okay. No. I know. It's just a shame to see the pizza on the floor. You know, such a delicious pizza. You throw it on the floor. You know, it's not.
Otherwise, we can eat it.
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, you don't want to see
Anyway,
pizza on the floor. I agree with that.
how many
I respect
pages
that.
do you have in the book with all those the Bolsheviks and Sovietsky life?
This motherfucker literally lives life in a GTA server.
I know. Do you know what the perforator is for?
What?
Perforator.
A perforator.
Yeah.
Is that a no?
To make holes in your shirt.
I knew that. I knew what a perforator. I knew that.
And the perforator is to
I
make
knew
holes in
that.
your shirt. So I can make some confetti. You know what? I'll be inaugurated. How can I be inaugurated? I'll be inaugurated in Venezuela. Do you know why?
No.
Because if you have matches, you don't need to cancel.
Okay, I don't understand. Do you understand?
When you have matches, they have a lot of herring.
We're trying to eat pizza, man. We're trying to eat pizza.
You lost me too.
Yeah. You gotta be better. You gotta make a lick of sense. Make
Nah, you ever talk to an old person and you don't know what the fuck they're talking about, so you just say like yeah, and then they catch you and they're like, so like what do you think? And then you're like, can you repeat like what do I think about what? It's like, that shit is so awkward.
He's making $50 on my joke.
I'm gonna order a couple slices of pizza.
throw a baseball off that thing, and you just won't. There you go. You know what? You're gonna be my soldier boy. Can you take a bite of that and give me a score 0 through 10? Superman, that hoe. Crank that 1 through 10. 10. There we go. Soldier boy, 10. Kind of a rookie score. Superman, that hoe. Oh.
Hey guys, want to hear a joke? Isn't OmegaPro so old? He was born in the black and white era. He was born in the 1900s. OmegaPro is so old.
In the zoo near Madison Square Garden. People ducking, bobbing, weaving, go right there. Yeah, but if you take a bite, you gotta score it 0 through 10.
What?
Yeah, we score it. We don't do this for fun. This is business. It's pizza. We score it so people can find the best pizza in the city.
That pizza don't look that good.
Taste it. You can taste it. Take a slice. You guys are looking like this got aliens in it. It's just pizza.
Yeah. Wait, we got a score?
You just 0 through 10. You take a bite, you score it. One bite.
Like, we have to score, like, oh, it's good?
Yeah, like 0 through 10.
Yeah. What's on it?
Cheese? You guys are acting like you've never seen a pizza.
Yeah, but, like, this is weird.
Why?
Because eating one.
Yeah, I eat pizza and then I score it. It's basic math.
Well, that's good. Take that one. I'll take this thing.
What did y'all used to do before television? Yeah, we just used to murder each other. We just used to kill people and then walk 45 minutes down that way and start a whole new life. That's what, we had famine and diarrhea and fucking septic tanks and shit like that, and we just used to die.
Look at you lurking
looking like a little lurker with those turquoise braces. Things are hot in the streets. Take a bite. Just don't get the cheese in there.
I give this an 8, a 7, 7.5.
2 8. First score, so it's better than you thought.
Congratulations!
Congrats, I guess.
Thank you, Nameless, for the 32 months. I appreciate that.
No, I'm gonna do the pizza.
Hooray.
The ice cream. I don't know what's happening, Frankie. You're striking up a conversation. We're not filming you. Yeah.
Oh, we've seen this one.
Well, I'm just eating the pizza. We're just reviewing the pizza. I'll tell them to make it more obvious. What?
Whoops.
Plastic machine to put okay?
What?
Plastic the machine.
I don't know where the plastic machine is.
Y'all ever had anchovies on pizza? Noj.
Oh, yeah. This is crazy. We got a guy who's leaking blood out of his nose walking by looking for the plastic machine. This person's talking to me. He doesn't want to be on camera. You got to choose. I'm trying to do a pizza review here. It's crazy. That guy had me speechless.
Chat, y'all ever fuck up a can of sardines before?
I want to make fun of him because his face was just like, bro, you got a napkin? He just. Well, you got to be on camera if you want to do a slice. Well, then I got to do this pizza review. I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm not even talking to you.
I was nice enough to give you that idea.
It's not my pizza place. Joe and Pat's. Can I eat the pizza? Joe and Pat's. So
Horrible. Worst experience I ever had.
Really bad.
Oh my God.
This is not real.
I don't know what the hell's going on. Joe and Frankie, what's going on? Joe and Pat's. So they have a location since 1960 in Staten Island. When I went to Staten Island the other day, everyone said, go to Joe and Pat's, go to Joe and Pat's. We went to Lee's. Joe and Pat's just opened. This is day 2. Those two, this lady won't stop interrupting. She doesn't want to be on camera, but she won't stop talking. Yeah, but I'm doing a pizza review here, and you don't want to be on camera. All right. So they just opened. You fought a war?
World War II. That's right.
Attaboy, thank you for your service.
Okay, my pleasure.
What is going on, Frank? All right, so we're doing a pizza review. Joe and Pat, Staten Island.
Motherfuckers are just spawning, bruh.
You're just hysterically laughing. I don't know what the hell's going on. Shit. Regroup, because this is a big pizza review.
W. No shot that man fought in World War II. Yeah, I thought he looked really good for somebody who was fighting in World War II, bro. Like, I don't know. I feel like stolen valor. Why I hate Japanese TV? Wait, W racism? Or sorry, L racism?
Salted egg flavor potato chips.
It should work, but it doesn't. You might be thinking, oh, it must be nice, a kind of savoury, salty flavour. But in fact, it tastes...
Yo, Goro, thank you for the tier 1 for 6 months.
It's like somebody dropped a bag of sugar over some potatoes, and the end result is... disappointment. This was supposed to be my reward for a job well done today on my 1980s Japanese living room, which I've spent all afternoon working on. It's a reward that now feels somewhat redundant. Nevertheless, check out the actual working retro television in the corner over there. Admittedly, when I did plug it in earlier, I did think, I hope it doesn't show real Japanese television, because nobody deserves to watch that. Now you might be thinking to yourself, well, now right about now you might be thinking, wait a minute, Did you just say bad things about Japanese television? Japanese TV's amazing, and I hate anyone.
I love Bleach.
What about Takeshi's Castle, the game show where people fall over in the mud for our amusement? Or what about the show where the guy eats a door handle, an actual door handle, and he eats it? It's probably
Wait. No, that's not a different clip. I was thinking of a clip where I saw a dude like deep throating a door handle, but I think that might have been for a different thing.
the best thing I've ever seen. A hilarious act that probably wouldn't go down very well anymore. But what if one of the greatest myths about Japan to the outside world is that Japanese TV is actually good? Because while people falling over in the mud or eating door handles...
That was a black dude, not the one that I'm thinking of.
I can't deny that. Unfortunately, the reality is quite the opposite. Now, over the years, by virtue of having lived here and done this, I've found myself
see if I can
on
find
both
it.
sides of the screen, both as a bemused viewer and as a bemused participant.
Are you YouTuber?
I am. And I've somehow ended up on TV around half a dozen times, including Japan's biggest morning breakfast show, Mezamashi Terebi, thanks to the horrific behaviour of YouTube supervillain Logan Paul.
Okay, I give up looking.
In a minute. I've always wanted to make a video talking about those somewhat awkward experiences and breaking down the aforementioned myth, but I didn't find
Okay,
the real
I'm bored of this
motivation.
video. Do I have attention span issues? Anthony Fantano being racist for 5 seconds straight?
Racism, which, sure, racism, not good, but
Oh, I gotta rewatch this.
racism, which, sure, racism, not good, but
That's a good point. That is a good point. You know what's crazy? I feel like there's some channels on YouTube that like have this effect where it's kind of like an infection almost. If you watch one singular Asmongold video, that motherfucker will dominate your YouTube recommended. I don't know why that happens, but like every once in a while I'll watch like an Asmongold video or some shit. And then like for the next like week or two, I get like non-stop Asmongold videos in my recommended. But it only happens to like a few channels. You feel me? Like type shit. Tap in.
What actually makes a game a scam?
Ooh, W, Mike.
In my opinion, a scam requires deception, and we've seen many pre-release games deceive audiences with fake trailers to generate hype. And the worst of them collect money, never producing a result that is representative of the initial trailers, essentially doing a rug pull to their early backers. And today, I'd like to get you up to speed on a project that you might consider a scam, and it gets even worse than that. They are actually actively bidding on Department of Defense projects, and I cannot wait to tell you about it.
Look, as a guy who was internal on this project, this is never gonna happen.
Like, it feels like I've time traveled back to the start of Star Citizen, is what it feels like.
We had warned him over and over again not to go public, that we had nothing. He still did.
I don't want to have my name anywhere near the TWS at the moment. Like,
every fucking thing that we have is what I fucking built myself, not knowing how to do it.
In the air-to-ground milsim genre of gaming, there are two games clearly leading the pack. Digital Combat Simulator, aka DCS, and War Thunder. DCS is like an
Oh,
advanced
yeah, those were the two games on the tip of my tongue as well. Yeah, those are my goats. Like, anybody ever played them?
Microsoft Flight Simulator of combat aviation. People watch YouTube guys just to figure out how to get their plane in the air.
So we need to check that the electric function and the pneumatic function are within 75 feet. Next, we're going to check the exterior lights. Over to exterior light panel. Next, we need to engage our nozzle steering. So we've got to look at a couple of brakes. Can overheat, so don't ride the brake position. Ready. Okay, we're in position now. We need to do our before takeoff check. So,
I swear, at some point he will take off. Here's an actual F-14 pilot flying an F-14 in DCS. How cool is that? And then there's War Thunder. It's much more approachable for a wider audience that just wants to mash the throttle forward and get into the action. These are not casual games though. Their fans are hardcore. These people will microanalyze cockpit layouts and get into debates about virtually every aspect of how a plane handles. And they know their shit. Recently they added the F-15E to DCS. They've already had the F-15 in the game though, but that was the F-15C. Now they have the F-15E. Yeah, I can totally tell which one is which, can't you? DCS released their game manuals for the Jet, a staggering 546 pages.
This is definitely a video I would watch off stream, but I fear I don't know if this is stream content. Yo, chat, we're just gonna lock into cut. Hey, what is this? High chance WWDC Part 2 characters are announced tonight. So what is the like, why are you saying there's a high chance of that? This is definitely a W video. It seems like a W video. That might be one of them videos I gotta spin while having Subway Surfers on it. Yeah, I got Balvin locked in for 2K. I'm trying to see if we can get anybody else. My boss and I play Truth or Drink.
Where do I need to improve the most as an employee?
Attention to detail could use a little bit of improvement. Putting someone in the wrong casket probably would be an example of something you don't want to have happen.
Yeah, I feel like that's not poggers.
Hello. Hey, hello. I am Brandon. Jesse.
I'm Suzette. I'm Rowan.
What's the relationship?
We've been working together for a couple years now, but right now she's my boss.
Are you two really tight?
Yeah, we got close from work. We used to not be tight though. She was close with a girl who like bullied me. And so
Damn. Yo, chat, have you ever befriended a bully or befriended a friend of a bully? And by a bully, I don't mean just a bully. I mean somebody who bullied you.
we had like this workplace drama, but once this other girl left the company, we just like, we got
Do you count? I don't bully you niggas, bro. Like, be so for real. If anything, y'all bully me.
What do you two do?
I'm a licensed funeral director.
As am I, licensed funeral director, funeral home manager.
We sell pot.
I'm the co-founder.
I never got bullied. Well, Rosia. First time for everything. You bitch ass nigga. I'm joking.
Of a touring roast show and content creation company.
And I'm a producer at this company.
Do we start with a shot?
Okay.
Yeah, don't look at me.
Okay, yeah.
If I stop bullying you, are you gonna be nice to me? Maybe.
Cheers, man.
I'm nice to everybody. I'm probably the nicest streamer on the platform.
Kids these days.
Have you ever stolen from work?
Chat, be real. Yes. We've all stolen from our jobs before.
Have I ever? Multiple times.
What's the biggest thing you've ever stolen?
I got hired seasonally at a clothing store, and so we had a box of beanies just like under the like clock-in sheet. So I took like a beanie a day.
Have you ever stolen from work?
Not from our current job.
What are you gonna steal from a funeral home? You're gonna lug a casket in your car?
About our last job.
There were some plant stands. I took some flower stands that are now plant stands.
I don't really know what I would
Are you
steal.
kidding? There's so much to steal.
Yeah, but
There's like tech, like really expensive equipment just littering the floor.
Yeah, but we work with Lee, who would notice it 10 seconds after it's
I'm not
gone.
suggesting you do it.
I'm not planning on doing it.
Are you thinking about it?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever hooked up with a coworker before?
No, that is one of the things that I've always been really stern about. I'll flirt. I love like having a work boyfriend.
Have you ever hooked up with a coworker?
See that work boyfriend shit? Nah, bruh. We don't play that. I never stole actual money. I mean, obviously you don't steal actual money. You just steal shit from your job. You know? I'm not gonna lie. I would never do that.
Before?
Yes,
you
have. What was the question?
Flirt. I love like having a work boyfriend.
Have you ever hooked up with a coworker before?
Yes,
You have?
Yes, at a previous company, I have hooked up with a coworker.
Uh-huh. Was it fun and good?
It started off fun and good, and then got weird and bad very quickly.
Do you think it's okay for coworkers to hook up? The answer is no.
No.
Why did you hesitate?
Giving our past workplace.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
That was real bad. We had 4 coworkers get fired for intermingling.
Well,
why is that bad? You should not get fired for fucking your coworker. Only way is if the boss is like fucking people, then that can cause a conflict of interest and a power dynamic there that's not really fair. That, okay. If y'all both coworkers, who cares? It's messy, and that's their personal lives. Who gives a fuck? Niggas do messy shit every day.
And how long later did our mutual manager get fired for the same thing?
I feel like any funeral industry is pretty incestuous like that.
Yes.
Oh, you're drinking. Rank your employees from best to worst.
I'm drinking.
They're all number 1 in my heart. So
That's the correct answer.
there you go.
Yeah.
Take a shot.
Where do I rank in that? The fact that it wasn't just one.
Well, no, because I gotta be careful, you know? I can't, like, play favorites with you. I can't be like, my bestie is number 1. You know, like,
Cheers.
Name my worst qualities as a boss.
You're disorganized at times. It's very stressful for me. My anxiety spikes when it's like, oh, our train's leaving in 2 minutes and one of them's not
And
here.
one of them's meditating, one's going on a half-mile jog to clear his head.
Yeah.
What's the closest you've come to firing me?
The closest would be probably one of the forklift incidents.
The last one?
The door one.
Forklift incident. Oh, what the hell? Slightly similar to dating at work, but what do you think about dating in a friend group? My friend asked me about it yesterday. I'm not gonna lie, like, I understand why that would happen. I think dating within a friend group is like more sausage than dating like coworkers. Because like to me, at least to me, like if I'm at work, like that's work to me. Like if I ended up like being with somebody that like I worked with and then we broke it off, that wouldn't impact me at work at all. Like I don't care. It's over. Who cares, right? But the friend group will always be forever changed. And usually what happens is that one of the people in the friend group sort of like fucks off and like has to go find a new friend group. I've seen it happen many times. So I would say that like the friend group thing is definitely a lot weirder. That being said, I wouldn't let that shit stop me if I was feeling somebody. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll find new friends. Fuck it, I don't care.
One was the most annoying, yes. We've all run the forklift into something a little bit.
Yeah, I thought I was being clever by trying to close a very large door with one of the forks, and I drove through the door.
Oh my
God. A very large,
God.
expensive door, yes. Customly made, yes.
Hi, my name is Randy. I'm one of the producers here at Cut. I think anybody should get this game.
No thanks.
Enjoy the rest
if you've ever talked shit about me with another
episode of Truth or Drink.
Take a shot if you've ever talked shit about me with another employee.
Take a shot. Not okay. I'll do it, but like I wouldn't say it's talking shit. Everyone, I know you would talk about. I know you have negative things to say about me.
No, I don't.
Damn, you're fired. I'll tell you shit.
Well, you're my boss. I might have negative things to say about their boss.
What did you say? Take a shot.
Take a shot if you've ever talked shit about me with another employee. Come on, man. Yeah. Well, what'd you say?
Oh, actually?
Yeah? I don't like how excited you got.
I do remember. The very first show I worked, I was like, wow, these guys seem really annoying. Because you came in and you were trying to do sound check. You were like, can we just be done with this? I need to go right. And I was like, sound check is important, man. Like, you got a sound check. But I didn't understand the time.
Twin, I have bad news. I'm not getting 2K, am I?
You guys were under to write these jokes. So I did actually.
I won't have codes on launch. There it is. There it is. I'm gonna do you a solid. You're gonna get me 5 million VC? Hooray! Yo, 5 million VC on Fig. No, period. Well, what else could it be? Hey, yo, Fig, bro. I will buy you the game on launch day. Oh works for me. That works for me. Now, I do have a question for you, bruh. Give me a wink, wink, a nudge, nudge. Are them crossplay servers finna be chalked on release? You could be honest. Just a wink, wink, a nudge, nudge. Because I want to get the game on Xbox. I want to get the game on Xbox. But I fear if I do that, I don't know how crossplay gonna be, bruh. Lofi, thank you for the 10 gifted. Hey, I'm seeing a lot of dots. Hey, bro, what that mean? Are you actually okay? Answer my next question. Should I be getting the game on Xbox or PlayStation? You can just, you know, just friendly at PS5. Okay. Heard that. Lofi, thank you for the 10 gifted. Oh, fuck. All right. I'll be getting it on PlayStation. Oh, shit. That's funny.
Where do I need to improve the most as an employee?
Attention to detail could use a little bit of improvement. Putting someone in the wrong casket probably would be an example of something you don't want to have happen.
And then I run to you and ask, can you help me tell this family?
I haven't tested crossplay myself, though. Look, it's kind of what I expected, I'm going to be honest. If it works at all within the first month, I'll be shocked.
Their loved one in the wrong casket?
In your defense, it was like purple versus lilac right next to each other. Yes.
Do you think we would be friends outside of work? Why or why not?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, but it took you being with friends with a bullier
Oh my
to
God,
be
why
friends.
are we still?
Yeah, we've grown together
But like,
now
if you
since
saw
that
if you
last.
saw me on the street, you'd be like, "Cat, hang
I would.
See, there's the problem. She clearly got some resentment about her being friend with her bully still. You got to let that shit go.
be friends outside of work. Why or why not?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, but it took you being with friends with a bullier
Oh my
to
God,
be
why
friends.
are we still?
Yeah, we've grown together
But like,
now.
if you saw me on the street, you'd be like, "Cat, hang
I
out
would
with
not
me."
hit you up, no. Just because like you are like very much all-American girl next door.
What?
And I'm like a little more alternative. So like, given not knowing each other, seeing each other, probably not.
Okay.
Damn.
On the count of 3,
She hates her.
We'll each name our least favorite employee. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna drink on it. Yes.
Okay, we're gonna do this one.
What?
Okay, on the count. On the count of 3, we'll each name our least favorite employee.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Oh.
I might need to take a shot.
They actually bleeped that? Cowards. 2 hours into Starfield, no bugs. I'm 20 hours in. Very minimal buggage.
Not for that one, because you guys are all co-owners of this company. I can't.
Yeah, man.
You have an easy out though. You can say me.
Yeah. Brandon.
Could I also have said maybe like 1, 2, 3, Brandon?
Finally, we agree on something, man. That's great.
Honestly, that probably would be true. I would say myself.
What? For the self-deprecation.
Do you think you'll quit this job or be fired?
I am like a young millennial, early Gen Zer, so if a job doesn't work out, I'm out. But I love this job, so I want it to work out.
I believe this is also the longest you've been at one job
This is
for.
the
Is that
longest
correct?
I've ever been at a job.
A year and a half, yes.
Yes. My favorite thing to think about is if I could just run away and not have to worry about anything ever again.
Honestly,
wouldn't that
that
be nice?
attitude is a good influence on my previous work outlook of work myself to death, sacrifice my personal life and mental health and physical health just to make a little extra buck or whatever.
You too, bro. Who's excited for another 15-hour OmegaPro extravaganza as I run away from my mental issues by throwing myself into this dumbass job?
Between the two of us, who needs therapy more?
Me! I guess I would need to see inside your brain. I think I'm the way more fucked up one though.
Okay.
As the one who is the working comedian, I'm gonna say you. Yeah.
I went to 2 therapists and they didn't want me, so I have to go find another one.
Hey, bruh, if you go to a therapist and they say, hey, man, no more. You know how much damage that might do to somebody, bro? Want to know what level of depression I'm on? Are we trying to have a depression off? Nah, honestly, my depression. Nah, I can't even talk about the shit I've been going through. I'm gonna be honest with you. All right, never mind. Base wins. I don't know what base going through, but it got to be worse than me.
Have you ever lied to get out of work?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Ooh. Oh, out.
The boyfriend snitched? That's a L man's, I fear.
Have you ever lied to get out of work?
No.
Yeah, that's not true.
Ooh. Oh, outed.
The way she looked at him. Oh, yeah, I fear it's Jover for that guy.
Oh, outed.
Oh, God. I went to a job interview and I said that I had an appointment.
I'm not offended. Who hasn't done that?
Have you ever lied?
Gotta fire her. Damn. It'd be like that. Release that spirit.
To get out of work.
All the time.
Okay. Have you lied like to me about getting out of work?
I probably said that I was sick and I was hungover.
I think I called you out one time. I think I was like.
Every Monday for me,
And
I'm
this
like
is why you have me,
hungover.
because I'm like, hey, you're okay. You can come in.
Don't fire me. Anytime people see us interacting together, we call ourselves scissor sisters. We're not like this. We're like this.
What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck is a scissor sister?
You guys are having sex.
No, we're not. We're not. We haven't, but we. Whoa. Good.
All right. How much for you to try this?
This bean chug is brought to you
Oh, nah, this is about to be nasty as fuck.
sweet and savory
Oh, nah, there's no amount actually.
beans, Dr. Pepper beans. Well,
Like a can would be one thing. Doing a Das Boot of this is not gonna happen. I would not do that.
try it. New beans, and of course, it wouldn't be a bad
No,
dish
he's
of
not.
bean chug without the bomb hot sauce. And this one is a new one, their newest, Ground Zero. All right, let's not waste no time and get to it. Don't touch that mouse.
Yo, this dude's gotta have like a few different biomes growing in his belly. With the shit he consumes, there's no way.
But y'all, you just gotta do it, all right? I found some Dr. Pepper baked beans, all right? What's the... I didn't know Dr. Pepper made baked beans, all right? They said that they're sweet and a bit sassy, all right? No heat, but super sweet. Ah, man, well, you know I gotta try this. Oh! It's the beginning of the end. Let's just take a sip.
A sip?
Yeah, for extra flavor.
He just drunk bean juice, nigga. He drunk bean juice. Yo, chat, can I be honest? Can I be honest? Y'all not gonna like to hear this. Y'all actually not gonna want to hear this, but it's the truth. Y'all not gonna want to hear this, but it's the truth. Pickle juice kind of slap. Type shit.
Oh my gosh, those are some good beans right there. Was good bean juice, I should say, all right? So, but I just want to take it a step further, all right? I just gotta try these beans. I am super curious, all right? So, let me just get
I fear you are fucking nasty. That's fair.
beans, all right? Okay. In goes
I'm not gonna
the
lie.
beans.
After the jar of pickles gets punished, I'm like, hold on, don't throw away that jar just yet. You feel me? That's my bev for this dinner. You know, just unscrew the top. Time to wash down the din-dins. Type shit. We've all been there.
One.
What? How did he do that? What the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? How did he film that? Yo, what the fuck? How did he film that? Did he put the GoPro in his mouth as he put the spoon in? No fucking way. No fucking way. How did he film that shit? How did he film that?
Beans. 3, 2, 1.
What the fuck?
Ooh, this is getting messy, folks. All right. Now,
bro, Osmosis Jones had that A7S3 in the back of his throat and was just recording that.
A problem I had the last time is that, man, the beans were getting stuck at the bottom. So, since it's
I didn't even see the soda.
Why don't we throw some Dr. Pepper in there?
Yo.
Oh, put it in there.
Yo, this is nasty work.
I mean, it's already Dr. Pepper, all right? So, why not? Let's mix the goodness in. Oh, mix it throughout. Yes. Look at this. This is a bean chug float. Oh, gosh, what is going on here? All right. One more can should do it. One more can of goodness. Look at that beans go in. Ha, ha, ha. Okay. All right. It's still not at the top. Okay. One more can, all right? We're doing one more can. Yes.
I want to know how much money he made.
All right.
It's gotta be a
There's
lot.
There's a lot of juice in these beans, okay? I did not expect this to be like this. This is like some, you see this? This is like some real soupy beans, all right? Hold on, let me just, well, that's, that's interesting. Mixing Dr. Pepper. I mean, they probably flavored it with Dr. Pepper, but Dr. Pepper soda in there, I don't recommend it. Oh my goodness. All right, enough stalling, folks.
I'm not gonna lie, that is the first time I've seen him have a reaction like that. Well, he also didn't like the bean chug he did because he had the bomb sauce in it, but like, I've never seen him react like that to some shit.
He's over here. Get him out the way. Who is that motorcycle? All right, really? I'm afraid it's gonna get too. This is what I gotta go through when I'm filming. And folks,
I wouldn't want to get on his bad side.
All been waiting for. Well, I've been kind of dreading, okay? I got the newest bomb hot sauce, all right? Ground Zero. Oh my goodness. I hear that it's hotter than the last one. So, you know, the last one was incredibly hot. So, it's time to step it up, folks. All right, let's get to pouring. All right, I got KDDY in the building. When should I stop? Okay, I'm pouring it. I'm pouring it. 1, 2. They say only one drop is deadly. So, ooh, it's up to you to stop. It's going in. It's going in. Why you ain't saying nothing? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Are you serious right now? This is like a third of the bottle. Same as last time, but let's just stir it up. Let's stir up the heat. Stir up the gift of the bomb hot sauce. Oh my goodness. Yo, this one is really like soupy. I might be done with this one super quick, but I don't know, because once you get to the bottom, that's when it gets tough, all right? So it says Dr. Pepper sweet and sassy beans, no heat, super sweet. Well, we changed that.
Is this alcohol? Like, what is this?
This is fiery heat. Maybe a little bit of sweet, but
yeah, his toilet eating good tonight.
Oh my goodness.
That's water? That's the most bougie water I've ever seen in my life.
Right now? Well, you heard the lady. No, no, no. That's it. That's it. That's half the bottle, all right? That's half. You can't even see it no more.
I should have hopped on 2K, bro.
That's it. All right? You don't know what it's like to do this. You think that one chip challenge is nothing? This
Motherfucker got like Star Wars music in the back.
Okay? So here we go again, folks. This is where we start, all right? Make sure I have everything, okay? I got my bird water, I got my milk, fire extinguisher, I got ice pops, all right? I got my Girdly, all right, for my acid reflux. I'll tell you about that later. But y'all, we about to do this. If you're ready,
dude, the buildup is killing me.
This is the Dr. Pepper Bean Chug with the bomb hot sauce in it, all right? 3, 2,
Anybody else getting hungry
1.
looking at the beans?
Enough talk. Oh. Let's go.
That's a throater right there. That's a real throater right there.
This is hot. It's in my nose.
Yo.
I don't know what to do.
He not finishing this, y'all. No way is he finishing this shit.
It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's
Yo, he threw the hat on the ground. That's like when you take off your shirt when you shin. Okay. We've all been there.
It's burning in the back of my throat. Oh, I'm serious. This is crazy. That's hotter than last year.
I know he's sticky as hell after filming these videos.
Okay. Keep composed, Badlands. Oh, it's just burning the back of my throat. All right.
Come on, take it.
All right, I'm gonna try to hit it again, okay? Oh, hot bean.
How much for y'all to eat that tissue he just blew into?
Oh, I might need something more. Oh God. Oh, okay. All right. Ice cream. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Oh my God. Oh. Okay. All right. Oh, this is just too hot.
Get into it. You can do it.
Oh. I didn't even put a dent in it. All right. Ooh. All right. Oh. Maybe hot to pepper. That made it worse. Oh, okay. All right. Keep composure, bad.
We'll be right back. My pizza just got delivered. Hey, kitten. Daddy's back. And my cat came in here. Okay, let's see how he punishes this.
What the dog doing?
Yo, Ruzamaki, thank you for the Prime for 23 months.
2 years subbed to the GOAT. I've been watching for longer.
W.
It's been great here.
I'm glad you've been enjoying it, and I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here.
Lance, I'm gonna try this again. Are you ready? Second try, okay? Enough talk once again. Oh.
Oh, hey, kitty. Ew! Benny, you don't want to see this. Benny, you don't want to see this.
It's too hot.
Well, now my cat is showing whole.
Beans too hot. Beans too hot. The milk is just, it's not helping. It's just making me nauseous. Oh God, oh God, oh God. I don't know if I can finish this. Hold on, Badlands, you can do it.
My cat is legitimately just watching right now.
Maybe this water helped. Water makes
Like
it
he's actually
worse.
just watching the screen. This cat is funny as fuck, dude.
Oh, that's humanly impossible. Oh.
Oh. I should not have started eating. I'm waiting to eat my food until this shit is over with. Benny, you seeing this shit, bro?
I'm not crying.
Hold on. He kind of stealing Joey World Tour's whole vibe there, bro. My cat pushed the microphone until it bumped into my face.
Okay. Oh my God.
The Dane Cook of eating. Damn, that's a
Nothing I do helps.
that's a deep cut. That's called a callback.
Nothing I do helps. I'm just sitting here, and then I'm about, ow. It's hot. I'm gonna try this one more time, all right? They say 3 is the magic number.
There's
3
no
is the
way he's
charm,
getting
all
through
right?
this,
But
actually.
before I do that, I wanna let y'all know about Girdley.
We not tapped into him.
And it's on. Girdley uses citrus. Here it's sup.
Yeah, he's not finishing this.
For my stomach hurts.
Oh yeah, he had to tap out.
Thank you, Girdley, for
He tapped out.
sponsoring
This is the only time he's ever failed us. Oh my God.
I'm in the phase where my stomach hurts. It's gonna be a half-hour ride of just.
All right, Balvin, lock in.
That's it. The Chug beat me again. Don't touch that mouse. Dug in the world, one bottle at a time.
Why does he say don't touch that mouse at the end of his videos? He should say that at the beginning. All right, yo. I think it's only me and Balvin out there today, chat. It is what it is.